They were transported to a local hospital, but again, crews were able to get the fire under control.
He says the house is completely lost and they are still working to find what caused the flames. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
A tree crashes into a home in Sandy Springs during the ice storm.
The resident of the structure was only grazed by the tree when it came through the kitchen area. The resident was transported to North Fulton Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Sergeant Leon Milholland with Sandy Springs Police says now's a good time to check the trees around your home. He says dead trees and branches can be dangerous no matter the weather. With the winter storm past, many Metro Atlanta homeowners are cleaning up damaged trees, and one expert has some advice on getting ready for the next storm.
That heavy ice and wind could cause problems for trees in the coming months and years. That's according to the Georgia Forestry Commission's Dave Long, who recommends getting a risk assessment. But he says wait a few days, especially for damaged limbs that are still attached.
You're probably going to want to wait till that ice has melted a little bit before you go and start doing any pruning on your trees, just for safety's sake. Sometimes those branches, too, can be under tension with the weight of the ice and snap back when you cut them.
He also says it's important to take note of any large tree limbs that are above valuable items like a fence or your home. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
The president is sending his border czar to Minneapolis following 2 deadly shootings involving ICE officers.
I'm Stacey Lynn. President Trump says he's spoken to Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, posting on social media that the governor called him with the request to work together. He said it was a very good call and they seem to be on a similar wavelength.
The president also says Walz was happy he was sending border czar Tom Homan to Minnesota. In response to the unrest in Minneapolis, Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff says massively deployed and ill-trained federal forces are violating civil liberties with impunity and showing reckless disregard for life and property. He says this cannot be America. An English teacher saves the life of a 7th grader at McClure Middle School in Cobb County. Valerie Hodge says the student came up to her with his hands on his throat, making a choking sign. The Heimlich maneuver dislodged the chunk of burger in Dalton Tomberlin's throat.
I was just eating a burger, and then I felt like a soreness in my throat, like I couldn't, and then I just could not breathe.
He says he felt relieved, like he was going to live again once the burger was out. It is 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Not a bad ride on the Metro Interstates for 3 o'clock on a Monday, Bill. We encourage everyone to continue to avoid the roads as the DOT continues to treat them. Did find a crash up in the Duluth area. It is on Duluth Highway, Highway 120 eastbound, right over I-85. Crash knocking out a couple of right lanes there, so look out for that. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upward. Sunny skies, but freezing cold with a high of 30 degrees. Wind chills will be in the teens to low 20s through the afternoon. But as the actual temperature drops down to the teens, wind chills will be close to 0 through tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny, high 39. A hard freeze for Wednesday morning, lows the mid-20s. Daytime highs in the low 40s.
29 in Woodstock, 31 in Snellville, 34 in Peachtree City. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. Surrounded, as always, by the Doctrinaires. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. Jared Yamamoto is here. And what kind of show are we? Are we the type of people who are complaining because the weekend wasn't as bad as we thought it would be? Or are we the, hey, better safe than sorry?
Definitely the latter. I'm so happy that we did not get nearly as much ice as expected.
I kind of sat in at one point I was like, well, when are these lights going to go out? I got myself.
Did you get up and flip the switch?
Yeah, I was like, are these
still working?
Autumn at least got sleet.
Oh yeah.
Well,
our snow, I think it snowed like 10 inches, and then it was just sleet for hours and hours, and so now it's like these big winter scapes of rock hard snow. Like you walk on it and you don't know whether you're going to fall through or not, and then you do, and then you break your shin.
Yeah. Did you break your shin, or did you just watch others? You just laugh
watching
others break their shins.
I broke my ankle. Because I went forward because I wasn't ready because I fell through and you hurt my ankle.
Well, you came very close to breaking your ankle, but you didn't break it.
So close.
Yeah, so just stay inside. So your lights, for people who don't listen all the time, Autumn is in Baltimore, not local. If you're wondering what 10 inches, where was
Balmer.
that? Where was that?
Well,
It was up in Baltimore.
turns out it was incoming. That's
right. Yeah. So I guess people get really upset when it's not as bad. I was happy that it wasn't as bad as we thought it could have been.
I had to drag my generator up from the basement. Never used it.
Yep. And also, if you were just 40 miles in one particular direction, you were getting all of that. So
I've got some
we
buddies.
hope they're all digging out and doing well by now.
My buddies that live out on Lake Hartwell, they got a lot of ice over there. And then even like Flowery Branch in Gainesville, I guess that's probably the closest to the metro where they saw some accumulation there.
I will say this. I don't find any problem with better safe than sorry. I will say that I think it was on Sunday, maybe Sunday morning, I kind of tuned in to some of the locals, to see the coverage. Because I didn't really know. I'm down there in my basement. My family's gone. I'm in my house by myself. I'm ignoring the whole world because both politics and football do nothing but make me feel horrible these days. So
Let's
I'm
go
not
Patriots.
watching.
Let's go Patriots.
I'm not watching any of this stuff. So I decided, well, I got to tune in and just see the world, like what is going on. And I have to say this: I don't have any problem over preparing. And then if you over prepare and it's not as bad, then everybody should be happy. But in the midst of it, I tuned into some channels where literally people are on the side of the road going, see, there's some ice. But there's nothing wrong when you're in the middle of it of saying something like, well, not as severe as we thought, but here's, 1, 2, or 3 things to still keep in mind, things to worry about, that sort of thing. But honestly, between politics and the local weather coverage on TV, and the political coverage from Minneapolis, basically it was the same thing that I was being told. Don't believe your lying eyes.
That's a good philosophy.
Just don't. Aren't you about to outlaw eyewitness testimony? Because the eyes, they're not.
Sometimes they're fogged over a little bit. I mean, eyes aren't always, able to see the truth. Eyes can lie. So don't see what you see. Remember Ronald Reagan said, "Don't be afraid to see what you see."
Yeah, you go.
Eyes sounds really close to ice.
Well, it is, and the ice can, obfuscate the eyes.
By the way, this wasn't ice. This was the Border Patrol.
Well, I didn't know that. See, I
Not
thought
the-
it was
not the
ice
weather
because I
ice?
saw it with my eyes.
No, in Minneapolis, this was the Border Patrol this time for this shooting.
Yeah, they're
and I was just like, well,
heroes.
are they? Is it the Canadian border that they were?
Yeah, what are they there?
A long way. I don't quite understand. I guess they must be working together. I didn't know
I think
that.
it's interagency cooperation.
And kill a guy and run away, right? That's basically
well,
usually
no, they
what
dragged
happened.
him away after.
Well, yeah, I think they basically just left.
They didn't leave him there.
But all I know is.
By the way, have
if
you
I'm,
taken a cognitive test?
no,
Your
I
eyes,
haven't.
maybe an eye test?
No, I have not taken a
Because
cognitive
sometimes
test.
you see what you think you see, but you
That's
don't
right.
see it.
But I might not know bear, refrigerator,
Dog, ape, frog, lady, television.
What about a dog ape frog? That'd be like one hybrid kind of
we're trying
wild
to
thing.
we're trying to make that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be the
Live in
new
a swamp and be a good pet.
Well, I wish you the best of luck on
Come to
that. And
think
so
of
the
it.
other thing is, locally
Yeah.
here with the coverage and in Minneapolis, basically the news was telling you 2 things: don't believe your lying eyes. The truth lies elsewhere. So that's what I would say. I don't have a problem, getting too prepared for a storm. But once the storm is going on, just say, okay, maybe it's not quite yet what we thought it was going to be, but you still have to worry about this, that, and the other. But
Eric, you could tell people were bored. They were fighting with meteorologists, and some of the meteorologists were fighting back and
oh, well, people fight. Like, are you saying like online?
on Facebook, yeah, like arguing with people. We told you that just to be, err on the side of okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
But
First
you
of all,
said.
First of all, don't argue with people.
Yeah, ignore them.
If you're in a situation when you're in media in any way and people start coming after you, just let them come after you and meet either your own silence, and then they can they can argue with each other about it, But the idea, there's no meteorologist should be going online defending themselves, because you need to understand something. That is impossible. You don't win online. Nobody wins online. There is no ultimate winner online. It's just this rolling thing that never stops. I don't know what you're typing out, Autumn, but it's driving me crazy.
I'm not typing anything out.
Something. There's a noise. Pum, 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 pum. Anyway,
I
I don't even want to think what that might be.
Well, don't believe what you hear.
Oh, wait. Now I can't believe my ears and my
Sometimes
eyes.
you hear things and you just gotta forget about it.
Come to think of it,
Wow.
I got to look at this myself.
All right.
Wow.
Wow. Look at it out there, huh? Wow. There was a big, I think while all this stuff was going on, nothing gets in the way of a White House preview of the documentary, the $40 million documentary, Melania.
Oh, did you like it?
Well, I didn't see it. It was only
no.
people there at the White House.
Stephen Miller loved it.
I bet he did.
It was very, very good.
Yeah, I know. And you wrote and produced it. And,
I did. I wrote it. I produced. I camera.
Turns out, after you writing and producing it, I hear early word is you come off quite well in it. You come off good. Yeah, in it. Yeah,
you know, these documentaries can go many ways, and it shows only the truth. That I am good.
That comes out this week.
Very, very good.
It's got to be a big week for you, Melania.
Big week. I did not have to be in the snow because I don't live in DC.
Well, you had to come back for the.
There was that one scene where you're walking towards the mountains, and we're wondering where's Melania going.
Yeah,
she's going to return
I
to the
am an
colony.
individual. I walk toward the mountain,
Was
even
she
though
in Antarctica or Greenland? We couldn't figure it out.
I think
Like
I got
the
this.
penguin.
I thought this guy. I think this comes from Wall Street Journal. Guests were welcomed to the Saturday screening by a full military band, playing famous movie tunes and Melania's Waltz, a song composed for the film by Hollywood composer Tony Neiman. So you were able to walk into
I wonder what
Melania's.
songs. It was like na 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 na.
No Jurassic
Park.
This was an original score.
No, but the music. They said they played music from other movies.
Oh yes,
right?
yes, and also Melania's Waltz. Which,
Got a little John Williams in
I'm
there.
sure that's going to be the next #1. You know, and it's interesting. I noticed last Friday, Thursday or Friday, and I thought that this was going to happen. You know, this thing is opening in 20 countries. It's open. It's got a large theater.
This documentary is.
Yes,
it's going to do well in Iran.
This is a whole. This is, $40
What a
million
flim-flam.
buyout from Jeff Bezos to them. No documentary costs $40 million. And it's not.
There we go.
How are people gonna? How is this gonna do well? Starting last week, not all, but many members of the administration and people around the administration basically started, truth socialing and posting on X and all the other places that this is the way to show that the movement is still alive, turning it into a political thing. Like, if you're still with us, you have an obligation to go see this movie because we don't want to wake up on Monday and find out that it was the #5 movie or something like that. And by the way, it's not that difficult. I mean, I don't even know what's out there right now, and I don't know what's coming out this weekend, but it shouldn't be that hard to be, relatively, it's not that hard right now to have a #1 movie. So unless something big is coming out,
we got another Marvel movie.
Coming
I'm kidding.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're not up against anything like that.
Melania Man.
The biggest movie this last weekend, which of course was a terrible weekend because of the weather, was made like $8 million or $11 million. So
what was it?
I can't remember off the top of my head. But it pushed Avatar, Fire and Nobody Cares to second, finally.
How does that movie make money?
I don't. People just are completists with it. It is the weirdest thing to me. There's three of these Avatar
at this point.
But there's three of these Avatar movies. They make gazillions of dollars, and no one ever talks about them. There's no.
I did hear some people saying that they were going to go see it. Like, I have a neighbor.
But nobody talks about it like there's no line. There's no, how when Austin Powers, people would drive you crazy quoting the movie. People still quote The Godfather constantly. This has been, every time these movies come out, they tear it up. This one didn't do as well as the others, but still landed above $100 billion worldwide. And no one ever quotes from these movies. No one ever says, this reminds me of that scene in
When Harry met Sally.
Fire and Ash or whatever.
Yeah, fire.
You know what happened? You know what's even weirder is that movies like that are in the future will still quote
stuff from today.
Well, not even from today, but like they'll say oh, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Right? Yeah.
You know, and you're like, are you quoting from the 30s? I mean, we're supposed to be in like 3075.
Right. But I mean, the point is, that's never going to happen with these movies because no one ever talks about them.
400 years from now, no one's going to quote anything from Avatar.
And I feel like, well, 400 is a long ways. They may not be quoting The Godfather in 400 years. I don't know.
We don't know
but
that.
Even in 50 years.
You know, we don't know.
It hasn't. My point is, it hasn't happened while they're still coming out.
I know.
Nobody quotes these movies, but everybody goes to see them.
The only data point that we're really getting out of those movies is that Zoe Saldana, is that how you say her name?
Saldana.
Is now the richest actor in the world.
Yes, she's the most highest paid. She passed ScarJo as the number one actress.
Never say ScarJo.
No, I think all.
You're probably right. Let me check.
I think anyone. And from movies, and I think James Cameron, that's his name, right?
Yes.
James Cameron. Yes. I just think he's wasted the last part of, because these movies are so hard to make. What is he, like 76 now?
He could have stopped at Titanic, and that would have been his.
No, I'm talking about, like, how about not spending, making movies that each one takes 7 years, and you got,
he's
like,
71.
because it's like what other movies? Now, my understanding is he's a documentarian. He's got a lot of good documentaries.
Well, and he's mostly involved in deep sea exploration.
Not anymore. I watched an interview. He said that was basically from like 98 to 2005. He worked with NASA. He worked with all these other boards. But since 2005, he's been making these damn movies.
Have you
It's
seen
such
any
a waste
of them?
of time. No.
Not even the first. I saw it, and people in the theater were laughing at how ridiculous some of the scenes were. Yeah.
He wants to make 2 more.
Oh.
I think
it's so heavy-handed.
Yes.
It's like, hi, I'm bad guy.
I'm the oppressor.
I'm bad
How
guy
are you?
Smith.
Yeah,
my first name is Bad Guy.
That should have been his name, Bad Guy Smith.
I got a scar on my face.
That's right. That's how you know I'm bad.
The thing that they're trying to sort of like dig for in Pandora or whatever is called unobtainium.
Yes. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Well, you could say that, but it's made probably all together. I mean, almost $1 trillion, all 3 of them worldwide.
That's right.
If you put it all together,
It's
right?
just Pocahontas.
It's
Space,
Dances with
And
Wolves.
Smurfs.
The first one was Dances with Wolves.
Dances
in
with
Space,
Smurfs.
From what I understand about the, I did see Dances with Wolves, so
I loved Dances with Wolves.
I watched it once.
It was so
And
good.
I don't know that I'd go back. I enjoyed it. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I don't know that I would want to
It's
go through it
because you
again.
hate the indigenous people.
That's right. You say that.
I said I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed the movie.
I enjoyed the movie, and then
Especially
I didn't want
when
to
the
go back.
people were getting attacked. You loved that part.
Right,
Eric
good.
rejects white savior syndrome, which is what
That's
Kevin
what
Costner
it is. I'm not going to have that. I don't like the white savior syndrome. Why do you got to have a white guy come in and
Right.
save everybody? That offends me. That offends me.
You figured that movie would be better in space, so you actually agree with James Cameron.
Yeah, I said I'm waiting for the.
I called the dragon
Common
two sock.
But I did say this even then when I was watching Dances with Wolves. Yes, I want to see the story in space, but no humans, please. Can we get the human beings out of this? It's ruining. I mean, if you look at the history of film, I think we all agree it's the human beings in them that is the problem.
Absolutely.
If we could just get rid
I
of
think
them.
with Avatar, there still are humans, right? It's like
Oh
go-
yeah,
us
what, go
going
through the
into
whole thing, but where
In
like
order
the-
for them to
doesn't
be
he
on
have
that planet, they have to take the body of one of
Yeah.
the
That's
creatures
why it's
on
called
that planet.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
So, oh yeah, it's only been about 20 years or something.
Oh, Avatar.
Oh. Before we get off the Melania waltz, according to one invitee, guests were also treated to commemorative black and white popcorn boxes, framed collectible screening tickets, and take-home cookies. Bearing
You
the
can
first,
take them home.
They're bearing the first lady's name, so
Yeah,
they were
don't need 'em
Melania.
here. We don't
cookie.
have a vacuum.
A limited edition version of her best-selling Melania was also gifted to attendees. And guess who was there?
Jane Fonda.
No, Tim Cook, of course.
Oh.
These guys are just like, okay, I'm here. Do you see me? Don't hurt me.
I'm gonna sneak out.
I just watching the whole thing. You know, Tim Cook in his heart of hearts cannot stand Trump, MAGA, the movement, anything. But, his job is to make sure that Apple doesn't get hurt by this.
Right.
And so he has to keep showing up and brown nosing.
Was Mark Ruffalo there?
Yeah, he's a
Oh,
big,
yeah.
he's a big Trump fan.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Anything Trump
I
does.
love
He
him.
brought
He's
another
great.
glass sculpture.
Yeah.
Here you
To
go.
one up Tim Cooks.
Oh, ahead of the film's release. So this will be later this week. This weekend is it gonna?
That's right.
I'm taking
ahead of
Gil.
Which, by the way, there is a thriller that I have seen a couple of previews for that might give it a run for its money. It's called Send Help. That's coming out this weekend too. That might beat Melania.
Well, I
this
think
weekend.
if you
It shouldn't, but it
if you
might.
didn't have a bunch of people who were determined to go to it to make a political point, I think it would come in like 10th place. Now, you've got a bunch of people who are looking at the polls, and even though the president's telling them the polls are fake, they still in the back, it better be time to go out there and make sure that the world knows that we're still here.
March back
and
into
my
battle,
only
right?
question is that enough to get it to number one?
I don't think
You know?
Rachel McAdams can top Melania. I know she's a good actress, but I mean, everybody saw True Detective 2.
Ahead of the film's release, so coming this week, the First Lady is reportedly scheduled to ring the opening bell of the New York Stock
I
Exchange
cannot
on
wait
Wednesday.
to touch the button. I want it to be a bell, but I hear it is just button.
And yeah,
Wow.
it is. Well, you push the button and it rings the bell.
It's amazing. I push it. I start the thing now.
Melania, along with the president and 1,000 other guests, will also attend the film's premiere on Thursday night at they must not like Trump here because they're saying it's at Washington's Kennedy Center. Well, of course, that's Washington's Trump Kennedy Center.
Exactly. It's bad reporting, Eric.
And
Don't
the
believe
film.
what you
The
see.
20. I conflated the 20. It is opening worldwide. It's rolling out in 20 cities nationwide. So is that a full? I guess that's not a full release. Maybe they get to 20 cities is pretty good for bragging rights, right? If you get your MAGA adherents to fill up 20 cities enough, you can point to it and go, "Hey, we had full theaters."
Exactly.
But
Minneapolis is already sold out.
But they'll say, "Oh, it was made for Apple TV, so it needed to go." Oh, not Apple TV,
Prime.
Prime. So it needs to go there. I think that's the thing. You don't roll out full nationwide. That way, you're not really available for number one, number two, number three. You go to 20 cities and point to how full the theaters were, which I'm guessing is what is going to happen. But big week. Big week. I know that means something to you, Trump. How many ticket sales?
It's going to be a great
ticket
show.
sales.
It's going to be a great movie. A lot of people saying it's one of the best documentaries made in the past, I don't know, year.
Well, for $40 million, you would you'd think that maybe it would be halfway decent. I know that you, Jared Yamamoto, are probably a little upset because Jared Yamamoto is ATL cheerleader, and he loves to tell you how we're number one at this and we're number one at that. Well, something appears to one of our number ones is in danger.
I know, but even this stat here is a loaded stat. This is
Hold on, let me.
They are cheating. They are cheating. Before we get into the story, they are cheating.
I haven't even told people what's going on here.
I know
and
where you're
all
going with this.
defensive.
Easy. Let him say
It's cheating.
Right. Chicago, I believe it'd be O'Hare.
That's correct.
Unseats Atlanta as airport with most flights. It's over.
Oh no.
But the reason
I have never been so humiliated in my life.
The reason
So
why
embarrassing.
O'Hare passed us is not because of traditional flights.
Oh, okay.
They passed us because of this air taxi service that takes people to the west end of Chicago.
Okay, can't we get an air taxi service here
We're
to
going
take
have
people to the
If we're
west
gonna-
end of
you know what?
Atlanta?
If they're going to fudge their numbers, then we need to fudge our numbers.
Wait,
Is
you
that what
take a
people-
plane from one side of Chicago to the other?
It's an air taxi. So
Air
yeah,
taxi.
it goes from one part of this, I guess, from O'Hare to another part of the city.
Yeah, it sounds just like the Jetsons thing. It's a little
That'd be
air
cool,
taxi.
actually.
Yeah, well, that sounded kind of like a Clint Eastwood movie. I like that one.
Yeah, Chicago reported 79,234 air taxi operations last year, while
And you say
Atlanta
that's cheating.
while Atlanta only reported 25,475.
Oh,
So we've got to
so-
get those numbers
Oh,
up,
God, no.
ATL.
People, you got to start taking air taxis. Jared Yamamoto cannot handle. Listen, the ATL doesn't have to be number one at everything, but it can't lose number one status during Yamamoto's lifetime.
Exactly.
That's something that cannot happen. The boy understands we can't clean up in every area, but let's hold on to the number ones that we have. Am I right?
Absolutely.
So start taking, even if just rich people who can just spend the money, just start taking air taxis to places, and then just take the air taxi back. And
If
just
you're
know that
going
you've done
from
your part.
Decatur to Buckhead, instead of driving, I want you to take the air taxi. If you're going from Buckhead to Chambly, take the air taxi. There are other ways to get around the city.
And you can keep your number one, which is the most important thing to you as ATL's number one cheerleader.
Just cannot believe they would fudge those numbers like that air taxi.
Maybe we can have an air belt line.
Have they always included them? Because if they've always included them, then
it's not
the
fudging.
metric still stands.
See, this is a good question, and I don't think he has the answer. I think he just decided that they
what,
fudged the numbers
what
here.
It says
but
here,
maybe the numbers and why we've been number one is always because our air taxiing has been
based
better
off
than
of
most.
Just overall landing, I guess, aircrafts landing and taking off at an airport.
Okay,
and so
so
they're
then
saying now that these air taxis are actual aircraft.
All right.
They didn't count that before?
I guess they did. I don't know. I don't know if you can trust this guy. All right.
I don't know
He
either.
will lie.
He's got confirmation
in
bias.
the name of ATL, this boy will lie, and he will rationalize to himself that it's a good thing to lie because nothing is better for the entire world than Atlanta, Georgia being number one.
Chicago was colder than Antarctica this weekend. Okay, really?
Right.
Come on, Atlanta's better than Chicago.
All right, this is just pass-through flights. People aren't actually walking around Chicago.
Get any size furnace for just $59.99 a month with an unbeatable lifetime warranty. And ask about clean air upgrades by calling Reliable Heating and Air. Visit reliableair.com today.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts,
Started digging, only to find
getting you the answers you need now.
We have live Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for
An
you.
investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Are you coming today? Are you not coming today? Hi, this is Candace from Exovations. Are you tired of having to chase your contractors around? If you're looking to remodel the outside of your home, then have I got a tip for you. Use Exovations. You'll know exactly when we're coming, when your project's going to be complete, and what you're paying for before you even start the project. Schedule your appointment today at exovations.com. EXOVATIONS.com.
Start the year off stress-free and sell your home with Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Selling your home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make, so who you work with matters. With more than 14,000 five-star reviews, you can trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Oh no! The garage door spring broke.
Never fear. Balanced Garage Door fixes broken springs fast, and we offer same-day service. And best of all, Balanced Garage never, ever, ever charges for a service call. Go to balancedgaragedoors.com. That's balancedgaragedoors.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, President Trump and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz both say they had a productive talk today. Their phone call comes after ongoing immigration operations have now seen 2 ICE-involved shooting deaths and widespread demonstrations in Minneapolis. Trump says both men want to make it better, saying the two seem to be on a similar wavelength. Walz says the president also agreed to look into reducing the number of federal agents in Minnesota. Following Saturday's shooting in Minneapolis, correspondent Stephen Portnoy reports a growing number of Republicans in Congress are voicing their concerns.
At least 20 Republican members of Congress have now called for an investigation of the shooting, and many have called for hearings on Capitol Hill. The chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee, Republican Andrew Garabino of New York, says he expects the heads of ICE and Customs and Border Protection to testify before his panel in the coming weeks. Last year, the GOP-led Congress infused those agencies with tens of billions of dollars to vastly expand their ranks and their detention capabilities.
A tree comes crashing down into the kitchen of a home in Sandy Springs during Sunday's ice storm.
We had a tree that came through a residential structure on the Auden Trail.
Sergeant Leon Milholland with Sandy Springs Police says luckily there are no serious injuries. Many Metro Atlanta homeowners are trying to figure out what to do with trees damaged by the weekend ice storm. Dave Long with the Georgia Forestry Commission says waiting to take care of snapped or damaged branches could be costly.
Prioritize those trees that are closest to your house. You might want to look at certain species first, too. Things with weak wood like silver maple or sweet gum are going to be a little more susceptible to major breakages.
He says specifically look for damaged branches that are above costly targets like a fence of your home and have them pruned. And as conditions improve in Athens, the University of Georgia announces it will be operating on a delayed schedule tomorrow. Staff should report at noon, and the first in-person class at UGA for students will begin at 1:15. It is now 3:32. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill. Been dealing with a crash in Dunwoody, heading through Dunwoody, 285 westbound. The outer loop at Georgia 400, exit 27. Been in the center lane. They're pushing it off to the side. Earlier crash I was monitoring in Duluth on Duluth Highway, Highway 120 eastbound right over I-85. That has since cleared and still looking pretty good downtown. 75-85 just fine in both directions between 17th Street and I-20. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upward. Sunny skies, but freezing cold today with a high of 30. Wind gusts as high as 35 miles per hour, so wind chills will be in the 20s for much of the day. Actual lows tonight in the low teens, wind chills close to 0 degrees. Tomorrow, sunshine with highs in the upper 30s.
Right now, it's 30 in Duluth, 27 in Waleska, and 35 in Hampton. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
It's Eric. I had a house that was built in the 40s, and all the settling over time, the foundation, it started cracking. We could see the cracks of the walls. The doors started sticking. We knew there was a problem. Took us a long time to find someone to help us. Well, you don't need to take a long time. Go to Engineered Solutions of Georgia. They're the only foundation repair company in the entire state of Georgia with a team of licensed engineers on staff giving you the highest quality work for your home from the start.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
Life is a circle. At Emory Healthcare, this circle contains the first breakthroughs that bend fear toward hope, echoes that become second chances, love regained, tomorrow reclaimed. Emory is driven by firsts because second chances matter to keep life's circle moving forward. Emory Healthcare, the front line of care, the forefront of discovery. Visit emoryhealthcare.org/discover.
We just had an ice storm, and you might be wondering, how is my roof holding up? Mark Aram here from my friends at Dr. Roof. Why are ice storms hard in Atlanta's roofs? Well, most of our roofs are not designed for prolonged ice accumulation. Ice adds dangerous weight. You get water intrusion. You can even have shingle or flashing damage. My pals at Dr. Roof have all the answers to all your roof questions when it comes to severe weather, especially snow and ice. Check them out online at drroof.com, drroof.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
So the honest truth is I didn't watch 1 second of football. Was it fun to watch? I know Jared Yamamoto watched. I don't know about Tim Andrews.
Well, that interception wasn't fun. Or fumble or whatever happened to the Patriots and the Broncos.
Yeah. I didn't watch 1 second.
You guys missed out.
I don't know why, and I can't really put my finger on it. But personally, I've just lost my appetite for football this year. So congratulations to everyone still going. Congratulations to the eventual winner of the Super Bowl. I won't be watching because I'm not a masochist. So, did you enjoy yourself?
You missed out on how dynamic the league is. I mean, you went from
I've been watching it since 1970. I'm probably aware of that.
But what was so cool, though, in the first game, you went from a backup quarterback in Jarrett Stidham standing up, having a chance to take a 10-0 lead against the Patriots, who were clearly favored. First half of that game goes wrong. The Broncos end up making a mistake, let the Patriots back in the game. And then after halftime,
then it just became a
complete whiteout blizzard happens. It was sunny and beautiful at the beginning of that game, and then it got so difficult to see the field that even CBS's broadcast team was trying to digitally, I guess, put the markings on the field.
Yeah, they do that from time to time. Yeah,
and the players were disappearing. And I've never, first off, I've never seen them do that before. And then
that just lets you know right there that it is, of course, a script. Those players aren't even real.
No, exactly.
They're just television creations. They're holograms of some kind.
And then on top of that, I've never seen this. I've seen snow games before. And usually what happens with football is it becomes a very kind of boring, rugby-style run the ball kind of game, as Autumn always knows about.
Well, that Bills-San Francisco game was pretty awesome.
Well, that's just only because the team you were rooting for won.
Well, I mean, no, there was a lot of scoring in that one.
Yeah, but it wasn't this.
No.
But this one...
although that was bad. I was there that day, but they were mostly playing through what had happened earlier in the day. In this game, it sounds like the weather just hit right in the middle of the game.
Right at halftime, it hit, and I've never seen it where it was so icy that usually when teams switch over to that run the ball kind of style,
right,
they could not throw the ball, but also the players couldn't even run because they were slipping and sliding on the ice. Neither offense could move at all.
Yeah.
I mean, both teams, the Patriots lucked their way into a Super Bowl.
Well,
but congrats to them.
However you get there, you're there.
I mean, it was predicted if you looked at the poster.
Oh, that's true. That's right. Yeah,
come on.
Drake May and Darnold were at the very front of the Super Bowl poster.
So?
And the trophy's right there. It was the script was right there.
You would have thought the other players would have gotten upset while it was going on, knowing that they'd lost out.
They get paid to be quiet.
You think that they would have been?
They make millions of dollars, Eric. They're happy. They're good.
Oh, for heaven's sake!
And then the next game, oh my gosh! I mean, that ended up being an offensive slugfest, and I think with some better coaching, the LA Rams would have been going to the Super Bowl.
That's what I saw. People are blaming the two Seans.
Yeah,
for their teams losing. I guess 4th and 1. What you're saying is Sean Payton should have gone for it rather than kicking the field goal because he should have known that weather was coming in.
No.
Other way around.
Other way around.
Absolutely should have kicked the field goal there because number one,
he went for it.
He went for it on 4th and 1. You have bad weather coming in. You have your backup quarterback playing pretty well at that point. It's 7-0 Broncos at this point. You take a 2-score lead.
What was the final score? 10-7?
10-7 ended up being the final. So if you kick that field goal,
did you really want that to go into overtime?
I mean, that game. Who knows? We'd probably still be watching it now because neither team could move the ball.
Right.
I mean, it was wild. I mean, that game was beautiful to watch on TV, but it made me cold watching it. And then the next game ended up just being an offensive slugfest.
All right. Well, congrats to all those who are there. And the day after the Super Bowl, I'll ask the same questions, guys. I don't think I'll be watching that.
No?
I can't put my finger on it, but there's just something that's made me lose my appetite for football this year. So the interesting thing is if Seattle wins, that means that big class of quarterbacks, those Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Sam Darnold, who busted out huge for the Jets. I think he was taken second. Baker Mayfield went first to Cleveland.
He was third, yeah.
I thought. Oh, no, second was Saquon Barkley to the Giants, But the second quarterback, third, was Sam Darnold to the Jets. Totally. Remember, I'm seeing Ghost out there. And, this guy could never get it done. Ended up going to the Panthers, crapping out there. Then made his way back with Minnesota. They must feel great about getting it. That was a great decision. Letting him go. But that'll be wild. First of all, he's already the first of that class to get there. But that'll be wild if he's the first one. Just goes to show you, man. Things. Hey, if at first you don't succeed, Sam Darnold says, try again.
Amen.
Because there can be good things. 4 teams, yeah.
Wow. He is a true persevering
and I mean,
story.
Absolute, complete, and total New York Jets style. We busted with our quarterback. I mean, total bust as the third. And, kept at it. Kept his nose to the grinds. Kept his head down, as they say.
That's right.
Kept on working.
That Seahawks.
And look at it. He's in the Super Bowl and I'm sure the favorites.
That Seahawks team from top to bottom is really, really
good. And how
good.
long has that coach been there?
I think it's
only second year?
I think it's the second year.
So you have in the Super Bowl now. We already knew Vrabel was a real good coach because he was a real good coach for the Titans for a long time. But it's his first year.
Yeah.
So you got a first-year coach with the Patriots, and then this is his first time being a head coach in the Super Bowl, and I'm assuming a favorite in the Super Bowl.
He's got to be.
In his second year. So amazing stuff.
Hey, this is
coaching matters.
The nice thing about this Super Bowl is
coaching matters on both sides. I know Vrabel was there before, but for Vrabel to come into what the Patriots were at that point and coach the way that he has, I think coaching matters in the NFL more than other sports, certainly more than the NBA. And I don't know as much about Major League Baseball, but I imagine managers have a whole lot to say about that. But, man, nothing like in the NFL, because I think it's because you have so many different types of people that are, first of all, the squads are huge. I don't know how many people are on the we looked at the NBA, it's like 16 on a squad. I don't know what Major League Baseball
26, I believe.
Okay, on every football team, you've got 53 players plus like 16 on practice squad. And they're all different types. Some are 5'6", some are 6'8". Different body types, different, and come from all around the world. And I just think it takes I think if you're coaching at the highest level in the NFL and you're succeeding, I think that you have to always be seen as one of the best coaches of any sport on earth, because it's so much. Football in general, in college as well. Just having these large squads and somehow getting them all to work together
and then
toward one goal.
With all the coaches, too, you're essentially running a small village.
Yeah.
So it's impressive what they do.
And to be able to come in like this guy in Seattle.
Yeah, Mike
so
McDonald.
It's his second year.
It's impressive what they've done.
Who's at Seattle that the Bills are looking at?
Clint Kubiak,
and
the
he's
offensive coordinator.
Which he made some amazing calls at the end of that game. I mean, whoever gets him is going to be very lucky.
Look, man, well, the Bills will get him if they want him. So they're probably going to wait and see how this plays out.
Mm-hmm.
But Sam Darnold has had a habit of melting down when the lights are brightest. He hasn't done that yet with Seattle. And if he gets through the Super Bowl and, then we got to look at that as Bills fans and go, yeah, let's get this guy over here. There's another guy that I kind of have my eye on that I sort of like. Whatever they do, they have to really roll the dice because it's existential there now because Josh Allen's getting old and I'm 61. So we don't do it with Josh. It's not going to happen in my lifetime.
Somebody that you said is named Mike McDonald?
Mike McDonald is the coach of the Seattle
Seahawks.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
I just like that his name is Michael McDonald.
Yeah, he is. He's taking it.
Sam.
Sam Darnold, you will throw it now.
But the nice thing about this Super Bowl is it becomes a very
that
much
joke. The ushers are taking you to the seats.
Hey.
This, at least since I don't care about either the Patriots or the Seahawks, this becomes a Super Bowl where it's all about
I care
socializing.
About one of them. No, not me.
Yeah, you just
no.
You're not gonna be watching the game.
No. You don't understand. You don't understand the Bills' trajectory. There's always you don't just lose as a Bills fan, which every fan base has to deal with. There's just this sort of added touch of humiliation, and so no, not from my own division. No, thanks you. Hey, go get Stephon Diggs his Super Bowl. Great, fine. I'm happy for everyone, but I'm not a masochist, so I don't have to watch it happen. I can just know it and just accept it. And go, hey, your team's never going to win the Super Bowl. But you've been married for 40 years. There are some good things.
Exactly.
It
brings the family
together. You got a good
together.
radio show going.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's,
the family comes
Autumn
together.
likes me at least twice a week. I mean, there are good things. There are good things in this
That's up
world
one,
that
so-
one has to lean toward. Lean toward the good.
Has Minnesota lost 4 Super Bowls too?
They have.
Was it 4?
Yes.
Yeah, it is, but not in a row.
So Diggs has played for 2 teams that have lost 4 Super Bowls. Hopefully he carries that bad luck with him to Super Bowl Sunday.
See, I can't do that. This is why I'm not, because I refuse to become, I have a lot of friends who are Patriots fans. I just, hey, congratulations. I refuse to, I'm not going to root against somebody. That doesn't make me feel good. But I can just become disinterested. It's like, that's a show that's not for me. And, and just let it play out. That's
I like
life.
the seething. That's what I like.
Yeah, I'm done with the seething. Football. Sometimes I was thinking about this the other day, and of course it's not true, but it's the thought that you get. It's like, I think that NFL football was created with one purpose in mind: to make my life more miserable. That must have been the reason they got together and decided, maybe not from the 100 years ago, but the late 60s when they put it all together with the Super Bowl and all that kind of thing. That must have been done specifically because they were aware of the fact that I was born in 1964 and would start watching football in 1970. It's like, we have got to create a machine that makes this person miserable. That's what it seems to be to me, even though intellectually I know that can't be true.
It pays to have the WSB radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
I don't believe it.
5 chances every weekday to win $1,000.
Oh, that is awesome. Are you serious?
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is at 5 p.m. from 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB radio app now.
My wake-up call came 3 years ago. Like many of you out there, I was savoring some time with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a meal and I saw my dad struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. That was the moment I knew I had to get into action on the home care options for my parents. Have you seen some red flags recently with your folks? Like them struggling with day-to-day tasks, being a little confused, having trouble remembering to take their meds. If your aging parents are showing signs, but they want to age in place in the comfort of their homes, please Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta and request a consultative call. It's free and it's a crucial step towards your parents getting what they want and need, allowing you, the child, to do your role and just love them. Google Four Seasons Home Care. That's Four Seasons Home Care.
Hi, it's Dale from TrustDale.com. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade for windows, doors, siding, decks, and roofing. Their exclusive 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, protects you if something goes wrong. When you're investing in your home, don't gamble with unproven contractors. It's simply not worth the risk.
Thanks, Dale. At America's Best Choice, we deliver the best exterior solutions that provide long-term value for your home. Upgrade your home with high-quality, energy-efficient windows. Take advantage of special pricing on custom decks or choose siding, doors, and fencing that don't just look great, they're built to last. We're raising the bar in roofing, combining proven installation, premium materials, and expert craftsmanship to protect your home year after year. Spring is the busiest season for home improvement, so don't wait. Schedule your free in-home estimate now at abcwin.com and get your project on the calendar today. No pressure, no gimmicks. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Jewelry Graham. Hi, I'm Brian, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. Here to remind you that Valentine's Day is Saturday, February the 14th. It's the most romantic day of the year to give and get fine jewelry. We have expertly crafted gifts for every type of sweetheart, any style, any budget. Get creative and design a custom necklace with meaningful charms, including 14-karat gold letters, engravable hearts, and birthstones. For the one, we'll help you propose with a dream engagement ring. Come see our wide selection of hand-picked natural and lab-grown diamonds in all shapes and sizes, in stock and ready to compare side by side. At Shane Company, love is always in the air with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty, everyday competitive prices, and no-pressure shopping experience. Come see us in store or at shaneco.com because a friend wants you to win Valentine's Day. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Last year, I had back pain radiating down my right leg. The pain was so bad I was willing to cut my leg off to stop the pain. I could barely walk and had to stoop over when I did just to take pressure off the spine. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. In my professional career, I've represented thousands of people who've had herniated discs and issues with their neck and back, but never fully appreciated what they were going through until it was my turn. It's like trying to describe colors to a blind person who's never had sight. All I can tell you is it hurt like hell, but worse. My daily walk was gone, and that bothered me a great deal. Then I thought of all of you and how much more devastating this type of injury could be for you. My life stopped. I now feel your pain. Just know at Morgan & Morgan, we got your back. I understand. Morgan means more.
Morgan & Morgan, Atlanta, 191 Peach Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Thou pound law. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Hey, that guy climbed that skyscraper.
Did he live?
He lived. He did it in 90 minutes. But the people who watched it live on Netflix couldn't stand the commentary. So apparently they had a... Because, this is... You're on edge. I mean, if you tune in for something like this, you're tuning in to be on edge. And hearing a bunch of commentary while somebody's doing something that is death-defying, I think can be annoying. I think people watching wanted some silence. And also, apparently, you could hear him when he would talk to, I don't know, did he have a crew chief or something down on the ground? Whoever he would speak
net
to.
Guy?
No, there was a guy with a net.
It's a lady named Annette.
Yeah, it was. So
I got you.
they would talk over that. Like every once in a while, he would be talking and you would hear it. And then the commentators would talk over that. And one guy was from like WWE.
That's right.
They only had one climber. And
Seth Rollins.
And apparently it was very sort of like one guy kept saying, "Oh, I can't watch this," over and over and over again.
Fellow West Georgia Wolf, Elle Duncan. She was the anchor on
I
there.
didn't.
Oh, look at that.
That's not Elle.
He's trying to balance.
She doesn't know Elle Duncan.
I don't.
Elle
that
Duncan
okay?
is big ES. Is she still ESPN?
I believe she's in the process of leaving ESPN.
Well, it's a big
so
ESPN.
she got like a, hey, look at.
No, it's a friend of.
I'll send you some
Jared
audio.
knows her.
I don't know if I could describe
Oh
her.
no, he's gonna fall.
No, it's not.
She's got kind of a.
He's not holding on well.
She's got a great
You guys
broadcasting
have
voice.
never seen Elle Duncan?
I know who she is.
Pull up some Elle Duncan speaking. I want Autumn to see how absolutely off the mark she is.
Here's a great headline, though. The way
She
you
got
say
real woke and kind of pissed off some ESPN people, but Jared went to school. the
Yeah,
same
I've
place.
met Elle many times.
It says here she got crushed on social media for yapping through the climb.
Yapping.
Well, this is something Shelley Winter
weird.
hates all of the NFL commentators because he thinks they all talk too much, and maybe they do.
Maybe no, Tony.
I mean, sometimes you shouldn't, even though you're on TV, shouldn't you have a few moments where it's like you're in the stadium? The guy, first down. Okay,
That's
now
all
I
you
know.
need.
It's a first down. Okay, now I know.
Well, now he's got to try to do it again.
I gotta say, Tony and Jim were good yesterday.
Oh, yeah, they're
at least.
always good.
They were good. There was a moment when the Broncos had a chance to tie it with a field goal, and they thought that it was the conditions that made the field goal miss. And they showed the replay, and both Jim and Tony in unison were like, "Oh, it was tipped!" in unison together. It was really cool. It was a cool.
Jim. Well, you got some Elle Duncan. Got some Elle Duncan speaking.
Lean out, rely on his arms.
Dude,
Okay.
Throw his leg up.
just put your other hand on the thing. Why is it's just one arm and it?
He's
Is it
shaking
common?
his hands. He's resting
One
a little
arm?
bit. He's putting chalk on his hands. That's going to absorb the sweat.
Okay, there's Elle Duncan for you.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like he's climbing, and he's using his one foot to press, forward. Why is he doing that? Oh, because of he's using chalk. That's good.
You see, he did this without ropes or anything. It's a free climb.
That's right.
And
crazy.
congratulations to him for not dying, which I think was the goal on that one. Not to die. Well, I know the goal was to get to the top, but mostly not to die. And so really he succeeded at both of those and deserves our congratulations. Here's the thing. Much like Felix Baumgartner, who, jumped off the moon and lived, then he was doing something else. and he died doing something else.
Yeah, this guy better not use a stepladder.
Guys like this, you can't keep at it. I know Evel Knievel
It's not
did
sustainable.
for a long time, but you can't keep doing things like this. There's going to be an errant moment. There's going to be, bird poop on the building where you didn't expect it or something.
Ew.
And
He's stepping in the bird poop.
hey, can you just shut up and let us watch
Hey,
him step in the bird
wow,
poop?
look at. I like that one guy that was like, "What's it? Why is it? Whoa, I can't
watch, bro." She works for Netflix now as a sports announcer.
Okay, because they're going to be doing more live stuff.
And
which is
Netflix
where the money is.
was
And it also gives the streamers the I don't know, were they running commercials through this?
I'm sure they were.
Because you would think Netflix.
What if he fell during an ad?
They'd get back as quick as they could.
Okay.
I don't know if they did or didn't. But
That's over too for Netflix this week. Because Star Search had audio issues too. They had this time it was the
they brought
commentators.
back Star Search?
Yeah, Star Search came
What a
back.
smart idea. There's like 17 hit shows based on this one. Let's go with the old IP. Let's bring it back. And no. We'll make it
I
look,
know that name.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Let's make it look just like all these other ones. Let's just make it look
They
like
should have made
American
it look
Idol.
exactly like it did in the 80s.
Of course.
That would be really fun.
With Ed's corpse.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny.
For the last few telethons.
3 1/4 stone.
It was Ed's corpse.
Yes, it was.
So his corpse has shown an ability to work while being a corpse. Who is this? Who am I listening?
Miley Cyrus. The
Miley.
Climb.
Oh, The Climb. Very good. Let's
Thanks.
hear it for George Clark. He's thinking over there. He's thinking.
That's right.
Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb.
Dave Baker here for Mr. Plumber. Thinking about replacing an old toilet? Now's the perfect time with Mr. Plumber. When you purchase a new toilet installation with Mr. Plumber, you'll receive a $150 credit towards any other plumbing service. That's right. Upgrade your bathroom and save on repairs, drain cleaning, water heaters, and more. Fast, professional service from the plumbers you trust. Don't wait for leaks or clogs to get worse. Call Mr. Plumber today or book online at MrPlumberAtlanta.com. Mr. Plumber, your peace of mind pros.
If your heater is noisy, your water pressure is weak, or that faucet will not stop dripping, your home is asking for help. At Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services, we bring helpful to the home. With reliable plumbing, heating, and cooling solutions for every home. We fix small issues before they turn into big problems. At Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services, you'll get local folks you can trust and straight answers you can rely on, all backed by Ace Hardware. Get service today at MoncriefAir.com.
This President's Day, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Benjamin Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G service. What's up with that? Ben Franklin wasn't even a president. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be in business with an American wireless company that supports our vets in a big way and keeps all their customer service in this country. That's important. And you'll be on the same towers the big carriers use, so you'll get the same 5G service without the inflated price. So hang on to your Benjamins and switch to Pure Talk for a Jackson and a Lincoln. No contract, no hidden fees. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll get 50% off your first month when you switch. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, for an American wireless company that is truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
That's another amazing run by Team USA.
Mom, think I'll be on Team USA one day?
Well, I'll take this one.
What? Are you speaking to us?
Yes, and to answer your question, anything's possible, especially with Xfinity.
So, I can be the best snowboarder ever?
Well, I can't guarantee that, but Xfinity can guarantee that your internet price won't change for 5 years.
Okay. What if I practice every day?
Then maybe you'll be snowboarding for Team USA at the next Olympic Winter Games. And Mom, you'll still be paying the same price for Wi-Fi.
Ooh, really stuck the landing there.
It's the Xfinity Gold Medal Celebration. Now through February 22nd, get our best price on gig Wi-Fi for 5 years guaranteed, just $50 a month. Plus, get Peacock Premium included for 2 years. That's a $10.99 value per month. Xfinity. Imagine that. Proud partner of Team USA. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Actual speeds vary.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, the ice moves out, but it is going to be dangerously cold tonight.
Actual temperatures tonight down into the low teens, and that's inside the perimeter. Our outer suburbs may get down to the single digits.
So you'll need to keep your faucets dripping with a steady stream.
The reason why is you want a steady flow there is the moving water is responsible for keeping things from freezing up on you. That little drip, you can actually have the pipe completely freeze over and the dripping will stop from there.
34 degrees right now in Atlanta. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Firefighters in Forest Park battle a large house fire in bitter, cold conditions.
Crews say the fire spread quickly in the home off Dunwoody Drive.
When crews got there, the house was essentially engulfed in flames.
Forest Park Public Information Officer Javon Anthony Lloyd says 6 people were inside the house at the time of the fire.
We did have 2 injuries. They were transported to a local hospital, but again, crews were able to get the fire under control.
He says the house is completely lost and they are still working to find what caused the flames. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
A resident of Sandy Springs is lucky to only have minor injuries after a tree comes crashing through a house.
There was extensive damage to the house. I mean, there'll be repairs, but as far as the residents go, again, just some non-life-threatening injuries to the leg, and they're going to recover and be fine.
Sergeant Leon Milholland with Sandy Springs Police says now's a good time to check the trees around your home. He says dead trees and branches can be dangerous no matter the weather. The Cobb County Sheriff's Office says all major routes in the county are now clear of ice and debris. Sheriff Craig Owens says they did a thorough assessment of road conditions across the county, and they are confident now travel conditions are stable. Food delivery robots are on the minds of Georgia lawmakers. Here's a report all new at 4 o'clock.
You've probably seen them rolling around Atlanta's sidewalks. Delivery robots are all over, and State Representative Todd Jones says his legislation would make them more efficient and more safe by requiring an audible signal at all times.
We want to make sure no matter if it's approaching or not approaching, that signal is on. We also want to make sure it's getting across the crosswalk, especially on 4-lane and 6-lane highways, fast enough so we're not impeding traffic.
The legislation caps the speed for the robots at 20 miles per hour and sets a 7-mile-per-hour limit on sidewalks and crosswalks. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Following this weekend's deadly ice shooting, Stacey Lynn reports President Trump speaks with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz.
On Truth Social, President Trump said the governor called him with the request to work together. He said they actually seem to be on a similar wavelength. Walz's office called the conversation productive and says the governor made the case on the need for impartial investigations. He said the president agreed to talk to Homeland Security about ensuring the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is able to conduct an independent investigation.
The president also agrees to look into reducing the number of federal agents in Minnesota. Atlanta police are trying to identify suspects involved in a shooting last month that killed an unborn baby. The shooting happened on December 20th on the I-285 southbound ramp at Cascade Road. Police say a 21-year-old man and a pregnant 18-year-old woman were shot. They both survived, but the woman's baby died. We posted photos of the suspects on our website and the WSB radio app. Anyone with information should contact Atlanta Police. A Cobb County teacher uses a well-known life-saving technique on a choking teenager.
Not all heroes wear capes, and some draw up lesson plans.
A young man came up to me. He did all the right things. He made the universal sign for choking, and I asked him, "Are you okay?" He shook his head no.
McClure Middle School English teacher Valerie Hodge says she didn't think, just acted, giving 7th grader Dalton Tomberlin the Heimlich maneuver. He says she saved his life when a piece of burger ejected.
I had hope. I was like, okay, I'm going to survive.
Courtney Tomberlin says she'll never be able to thank Hodge enough.
A situation like that can turn tragic in a second, and I'm grateful that she was there. She took care of my son, and he was able to come home.
Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 4:04, and the Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Seeing a little bit more volume as we get later into the day out on these roadways, Bill, but overall still light with a lot of schools and businesses being closed today. Had an earlier crash, 285 westbound, the outer loop in Dunwoody between Ashford, Dunwoody, and Georgia 400. That has since cleared, and some trouble in Buckhead moved to the right shoulder. Georgia 400 southbound before Lennox Road. Once you get past that, everything looking just fine as you head down to I-20, even south of that to the airport. 75-85 north delayed free from Langford Parkway up to the 85-400 split. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Clear skies, breezy, and bitterly cold tonight as temperatures fall into the low teens, and that's inside the perimeter. Some of the suburbs may reach the single digits. The wind chills will be close to zero for tomorrow morning, so make sure kids are bundled up at the bus stop. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny with a high of 39. Another hard freeze in the forecast for Wednesday morning.
Right now, it's 31 in Sandy Springs, 30 in Loganville, and 35 in Fayetteville. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Sad to have to report that there are still plenty of douche nozzles in this building. So I'm taking my walk around the campus. Walk past some guy. I don't know. I'm just seeing he looks like an executive type. As I walk past, I see he kind of looks me in the eye, does this assessment, maybe based on like the clothes I'm wearing. The assessment is, I don't need to recognize this person. Looks me straight in the eye. Hey, just a little like, hey, kind of thing.
Doesn't require a lot, yeah.
Doesn't require a lot, but this douche nozzle knows that he's on a level that I definitely am not on, and that on this planet Earth, it's not as if human beings just acknowledge other human beings. I mean, he made his assessment. I was not in his unbelievable stratosphere, and so, therefore, should not be acknowledged.
Which floor? Second or third floor?
Second.
Maybe he thought you were homeless.
I don't know.
We don't look at people.
Yeah, it was kind of that sort of thing.
Taking in the homeless because of the weather.
But he did look at me straight through the eyes and then made the assessment. No, I don't have to acknowledge this guy. He's not on my level. And I don't think it's the parent company because they don't even know where the building is. So
Maybe
I don't
deaf.
think it's somebody here from the big main owners.
Just trying to get there.
I mean, they would have to get into a cab and ask the driver, where is that place I own? Where is that? Can you take me there? So I don't know. I don't know where he comes from, but big time douche nozzle right here in the building. That's okay.
He's a project manager, and you were not his project.
Apparently not. Apparently not. Whatever this guy's responsible for, he feels he should not acknowledge any human being that isn't a part of that. And listen, I don't know the guy. He may be that much better than me.
That's
possible
why he's good.
that he is that much better than me.
He's not the guy in charge of getting rid of the Christmas tree that's still in a bag up there.
Hopefully, that'll be it. He comes in, gets the thing, and then we never see him again. Because why would you want people like that in the same building? I can't really understand that. But I guess we can't all be good people, and I need to get used to that. Going back to the Super Bowl, as a Bills fan, there is one silver lining to if the Patriots win the Super Bowl. And that is that Bill Belichick would probably be as miserable as every Bills fan. He'd be add another Bill Belichick to that, because if they win, not only has Tom Brady gone and won a Super Bowl, within 2 years of his leaving, the Patriots would have won a Super Bowl, and his star just kind of completely. But he does have Jordan to go home to.
Yeah, exactly.
And that covers up.
Yeah,
we're not talking about that.
Yeah, it makes up for a lot.
No, I was saying good things about that. It was good.
Guys,
he can come home.
No,
I ain't talking about it. Quiet.
No. No, guys.
No matter how bad things get, you get to go home and
get snuggle.
That's right.
Remember she does that competitive cheerleading too. That's got to be good for the relationship.
Right in the bedroom.
Well, he helps. He helps with the routines and
open your. Never mind. I have to sometimes stop myself.
And one more thing on the weekend of sports, this Matthew McConaughey commercial. Now, we don't have to play the whole thing. Like, I looked through it, but it is bothering people so much. Did the entire minute and 17 seconds that are on YouTube play during the game?
I don't think the whole thing did.
I
saw like the 30 of it.
I didn't think it was that horrible,
no,
but I mean, people are starting petitions to make this commercial go away.
It's the Uber Eats commercial where everyone's like, apparently football is behind everybody eating.
Yeah, but this one goes deeper than any of the rest.
Yeah, it gives a little history, dude. It's
got a whole
I
history.
get hungry and I call Uber Eats.
Yeah. But it really has gotten to the point where you see these people with petitions and whatever. It's like, it's a commercial. You may think it's a bad commercial, but isn't a bad commercial something you think on, remark on once or twice, and then just move on with your life?
Exactly.
People are threatening, self-harm if this thing...
in my opinion, that's a successful
Everybody
ad.
goes online.
People are talking about the ad.
Yes.
That's exactly what Uber Eats wants.
You're saying there's no such thing as bad publicity?
Exactly.
Just people talking
So that's
about
the
you?
president. The
That's
president
how Trump is. Just
As
have them
long
talking
as
about
if their name is on their lips, you're winning.
That's right.
There are way
That's
worse.
all that matters.
There are way worse commercials on during sports games. I mean, the Liberty.
Well, how about nobody gets upset about why are they trying to get all of our children addicted to gambling? That one doesn't seem to bother people at all.
So many gambling ads.
Everything should be every moment, every potential moment in life should be gambled on. This is the United States government certifies it. Everybody puts it out there. I don't see a whole lot of complaining about that. But Matthew McConaughey went on, and we want to start a petition to make sure it stops.
Because of Uber Eats. There's, in fact, one of the major gambling players had an ad they kept airing about how even if your team's out, our app has got playoff mode.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So you get to play the playoffs, too.
Kids, there's no reason to ever stop gambling. Okay, science says you need 6 to 8 hours of sleep. We'll give you that. But outside of that, you only want that 6 to 8 hours so that you can have more energy when you wake up for gambling on everything possible in the world. And here's the thing. We wouldn't steer you wrong as the United States government or all these billionaires. We're only doing this because we know it's good for you. So just keep gambling. And the 10-leg parlays, oh my goodness, people win those all the time. Continue.
They should have an app where you can bet on whether or not the drugs that advertise will give you all the side effects.
Yes. How many people will come down with every side effect?
Including death.
Oh, I did. There is one actual.
They don't say including. It's always like, ba-ba-da-da, 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 death. Ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-da.
I almost texted this to you and Tim. There is a.
I'm glad you didn't.
Well, because I didn't want to poke fun. I know it's tough where you guys are as fans of your team, but there is a 1% chance that Haley Steinfeld could become the Buffalo Bills' next head coach.
1%.
1%. So
hey, you know what? We don't know. Maybe she'll be the best one we ever had.
Maybe.
You never know.
Text that.
Yeah, it's very difficult. You can't really hurt me as a Bills fan because I've recognized that history quite often predicts the future, and I've had enough history, so I think I know what the future looks like. And it's just a matter of, I know people think I have sour grapes. I don't. The human mind acclimates. I just don't have to look at it. That's all. I don't have to be a masochist and look at it. But if you ask me, my opinion is, that thing that I want to happen so bad is never going to happen. Just give me a little while. I'm a human being. I will acclimate to it. The human brain. It's amazing with the human brain.
We talk about training camp again. We'll be like, yes.
And we have a whole 8,000-day-long baseball season coming up.
I don't even, in the future of football, I'm just going to play it by ear. If I feel like watching, I'll watch. If I don't, I feel like I have given so much blood in the name of this team and so much pain that at this point I could check out until the last 2 minutes of them winning a Super Bowl and then jump on the bandwagon, and I'm still as legitimate as possible.
You're covered.
I'm covered. I've given enough pain. No one's going to tell me. But, let's face it, that's never going to happen. It's just a matter of accepting it. That's all. That takes a little while. It's like a death. It takes a little while. But we all get through it, right?
Yeah,
you got to keep on going, right?
Look at poor Jared. His Falcons have lost 2 in his lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at poor me. My favorite team lost 4, and then I moved to Atlanta and immediately lost another one because I come to Atlanta. It is me.
Yeah, you've lost 2. Being a
by not watching the Super Bowl or any of the games over the weekend, no one can blame me for anything that happens. I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm not rooting against anybody. I wish everyone the best of luck. I want everyone to win the Super Bowl.
Go Patriots.
Huh?
Go Patriots.
Well, of course. That's your team?
Well, yeah, because I like Robert Kraft.
Well, you guys have a few things in common.
What's that? We're rich?
Well, you're rich. You like a good massage. People say.
They're
saying,
well, they
massages,
can say whatever they like.
Massages
I've
and friends who allow you to get massages.
Yeah.
You and Deshaun Watson, you might have a lot in common for all I know. I don't know. Who cares?
You're not going to watch for the commercials, Eric?
Oh,
you can watch them all before the game.
Hold on. Do I have to pull my pants down and show you what sex I am? No, I've never watched the Super Bowl for the commercials ever once in my life. I'm a guy. I hate to be that, If you get Autumn there, that might be one of the reasons that she would show up, because some reality show people have a big new Doritos ad that everybody's talking about. But Tim's right. Now you can see them all before the Super Bowl. So what's the...
No, it's the placement. Do they all fit correctly in order?
Oh, like a mixed tape? Yeah. Does it work like a mixed tape? Is that how you're...
Was the commercial break built correctly by NBC? We'll find out.
Well, I think you're kind of an insider on that one as to whether... Boy, did that flow into the other? One thing is fun to watch is a lot of, a lot of companies that really can't afford it put themselves into a spiral they'll never emerge from by spending a bunch of money on a Super Bowl ad. And usually they're terrible. They'll make no sense whatsoever because it's the first time they've done it, and somebody has convinced the board that all they need at this point to break out and become national is a good Super Bowl ad, which is, of course, they're overpriced.
$7 million, by the way.
You only see it for 30 or 60 seconds.
For a $37 million.
And every once in a while, somebody can make one that stands out. I don't know if that famous Apple, was that a Super Bowl
It was
ad?
a Super Bowl. I was just going to bring it up. That's one that people still talk about.
Right, because you got every once in a while, really creative people are going to take advantage of this moment and do something that knocks people out. But it's probably not going to be your little firm that's been together for 5 years and is starting to punch above its weight. Probably not going to get that advertising people behind the Apple ad. And so you end up with a lot of creativity quite often that doesn't really sell the product. It's more about, when that one year it was all internet stuff, it's all gone now.
Yeah.
Almost all of it is gone now. The only people who can truly afford Super Bowl ads are like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Google.
Still get the Clydesdale, Budweiser.
Yeah, and your big ones, Amazons. These can afford it. But if you're in a sort of a mid-sized company that's starting to punch above your weight, and somebody stands up and says, "I think what we need is a Super Bowl ad," fire that person immediately before you leave the boardroom, because that's not a good idea.
I just got an email from the boss, Eric, and he said we can run a Von Hessler Doctrine ad during the Super Bowl. Is that okay?
I would rather them do something about that executive douche nozzle I ran into on my last walk. I'd rather that. Let's say hello to Alex Williams. Alex is checking the ride around 285.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric. And yeah, it is a nice ride around 285. Seeing a tap of the brakes, that's it. 285 westbound, the outer loop approaching Riverside Drive, exit 24. I'll see if anything's cooking there. Once you get past that, no issues getting through the I-75 interchange and Truist Park down to I-20. 285 east and southbound, the inner loop, that's also smooth sailing from Georgia 400 into Tucker and Clarkston. Traffic is brought to you by Crunch Fitness. It's time to go all in all year at Crunch Fitness. Crush your 2026 New Year's resolution and join for only 26 cents plus get 30 days free. Make sure to practice safe sets all year long with Crunch Fitness. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
When you need to know.
This story is developing in Atlanta.
When you want to know.
Severe weather is on its way.
When you have to know.
We'll alert you as soon as this closure clears.
Get notifications
from your source for news.
Get the WSB radio app.
Download it from your app store today.
How about a simple New Year's resolution? One where you're guaranteed to succeed. Hey, it's Mark Aaron back with you. Reverse the clock on hair loss with Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment. You'll feel more confident and more youthful when you witness your own natural hair growing into those places where it's been balding or thinning for years. From Advanced Hair's breakthrough technology to their highly experienced team, there's no one I trust more in hair restoration. Their simple FUE treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and your new hair is backed by the Advanced Hair Guaranteed. Simply put, Advanced Hair's exceptional standard of care makes your comfort and your results their top priority. Did I mention the results can last a lifetime? Celebrate this new year with a fuller head of hair and get a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR. See what meeting your resolution could look like at advancedhair.com.
At Ameris Bank, we know it's never just business when it's your business. So we're here to be your partner. Whether you're launching a startup, expanding locations, or managing daily finances at your company, you can do it all with a committed financial partner on your side. Our expert business bankers are ready to empower you on your financial journey. We're Ameris Bank, and we're fiercely yours. Visit your local branch or learn more at amerisbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Are you worried about high blood pressure? Have you tried to lower your numbers with little success? You may be eligible for a clinical research study evaluating the impact of an investigational blood pressure procedure. If you are an adult and have high blood pressure or are taking medications to manage high blood pressure, you may qualify for this study, which is expected to last at least 4 years. Call 404-605-3118 and ask whether you may be eligible for the Spiral Gemini Pilot Study, located at the Piedmont Research Institute in Atlanta at 95 Collier Road, Suite 3010. That's 404-605-3118. Caution: hepatic denervation is limited by law to clinical investigation in all geographies. The generator and catheter used in the Gemini study for hepatic denervation are not approved for sale or use in the U.S. or any other country.
Only inches separate you from the heavy rain trying to infiltrate your home. Dave Baker for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. If your old roof is leaking, think of Findlay first. They're the extra effort experts, making sure you have a remarkable roof replacement experience. Water inside? Worried about recent heavy rains causing damage? You'll always win with Findlay. Schedule a free roof analysis. No obligation, no charge. FindlayRoofing.com.
One other thing, Trump's not going to the Super Bowl, and I'm thinking it might be because he's afraid he's going to get booed. It's in California. It's in Southern California.
Too far away.
He's just too far away for you?
Yeah.
I mean, you just went to Davos. That's in Switzerland.
Well, that's important. The Super Bowl is not important.
Okay. All right. Well, you've been on all the other ones so far.
Not this year. I'm not a big fan of.
Weren't you at the college
the
football?
Seahawks.
Was he at the college football?
He was. He showed up for a little bit.
I think you're afraid you're going to get booed because it's Southern California.
You'll be afraid to boo.
What's wrong with Santa Clara? What's wrong with
I'm
that?
not a big fan. I have a
So
TV.
you only go to
I could watch it on TV.
I know, but you went to all the other ones. People are wondering.
I haven't been to every Super Bowl.
You don't like Levi Stadium? What's wrong?
No, not really.
Levi Strauss was a billionaire. You like billionaires?
Well, for that time, that's a lot of money back then.
I think he was. Was he a billionaire? Look it up, George. Nothing worse than listening to some host say something that ain't true on the radio. It's the small things, the
But,
details.
I'm very busy. I think I might be trying to kick off World War III that day.
Oh, okay. Well, you got other things to do.
Yeah.
You're saying there's other stuff going on. Somebody might want to get. Didn't he say he was going to do 100% tariffs on Canada if they whatever? I don't know.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
anybody even keep up with it anymore?
Well, if they made the deal with China, which
They already did.
No, they canceled it. I
I
believe.
no, they didn't cancel it. He just said it wasn't what you thought it was. They were resolving an old issue.
Oh.
And it wasn't. He said it was a strategic partnership, but the actual thing itself was an old issue where China wasn't doing something and they resolved it.
Levi Strauss was not a billionaire.
Oh, what was he?
He was a millionaire.
Okay. Yeah,
and that would have been his net worth at the time of his death would have been about $877 million. So
Okay, what would that be worth today, though? Because I think we can call him a billionaire in
today's money, yes. That is the
adjusted inflation.
It would be 877. He had about 30 million.
Okay, so he was close in our terms. He never
Close
quite
to
made
being
it.
a billionaire.
See that, Autumn? Sometimes I correct myself. I don't
Good
even
job.
need you to correct me. Although maybe
Oh, you just said Mike. That was wrong.
I know it was. I know. I apologize. Hey, why is there food from yesterday still on the trough?
Tell me about it.
That's a great question.
You almost ate it.
I was close to eating it, and then Tim saved me.
Does anybody care about the employees of this place? You don't leave food, for 48 hours, and it like the chili looks like, I guess it's because it's in a crock pot.
Exactly.
So, hey, I'm gonna pull it out of a crock pot.
Excited.
My goodness.
Was it still when you poured a bowl, George? Was it still warm?
No. Right as Tim was telling me it wasn't. I realized it was cold.
Okay. So you would have realized that, but you might have just decided to heat it up.
Or eat some cold chili,
Yeah, the listeria would have let you know later on.
Yeah, I did eat like about a pen top's worth because it fell off and I got it on my finger,
You'll be
but
all right.
I think I'll be.
Is that enough? Is that okay? Is it,
Well, if there's bacteria in there.
It's just any little bit.
I did Google it, and Google says I'm safe. So.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Google.
After 48 hours, does it mean it's definitely got listeria in it?
Well, after a couple of hours, it has bacteria in it.
Okay.
And all sorts
Yeah,
of
but your
things.
body can handle some.
Your body can handle
It
some of
can,
that
but
stuff.
not sitting out all night without a heat on it.
Yes.
Yeah. What if you heated it up again?
Nah, that wouldn't work.
Wouldn't kill it all?
That kill it?
No.
Why can't you burn bad stuff out? What's it take to kill bacteria? Like 400 degrees or
Look
something?
that up, George.
Look it up, George.
What's it? I think it's ridiculously high. It's like 400 degrees or something like that. So
Couldn't boil it again?
chances are the crock pot
Boiled chili? Yeah.
What are you, boiling chili? Fry it. Fry the chili. Hey, try our fresh fried chili. You're going to love it. Before we go, I got to know the answer to this question. What does it take, George Clark?
Why don't we tease it?
To kill. We get it right here.
Hypothetically, yes, you could absolutely kill bacteria with heat. It would take 165 Fahrenheit.
There you go. Is that more than a crock pot will do on high?
All right, you could boil it. Boil the chili.
Hey, Jared!
Hey!
Redeemed! Redemption.
Way to go. Way to go. 10 years in, he got something right.
Please,
Alex
get out of
Williams is watching Downtown for you.
That's right, and I'm loving what I'm seeing, Eric. Speed limit rides all the way out of Buckhead down to I-20 and beyond, starting on 400 south from Lennox Road. No issues, 75-85 northbound from Langford Parkway up into Midtown. A little bunched up around State Farm Arena on Marietta Street. Centennial Olympic Park Drive as that midday Hawks game has let out, so look out for that. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today, 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
It's the new year, the dawn of a new age. The year you get with the times and get with the program. No, not joining a gym. Upgrading your garage door. While you've been trying some crazy diet where you only eat kumquats, we've been bringing 21st century technology to the humble garage door. But your grumpy old Brady Bunch reject still runs on kerosene and looks like the door to a warehouse. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. MyQ technology lets delivery guys put stuff safely inside when you're away and track your car on the way home to open the door when you get there. Internet connectivity means you're future-proofed, ready for whatever new ideas the garage door nerds come up with. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and I'll send some of my best nerds right over.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Do you hear scratching, scampering, and scurrying noises in your attic? Guess what? You have squirrels up there, and they're not leaving without a fight. But Breda Pest Management will battle those squirrels, guaranteed. Dave Baker here. When someone seals a squirrel's entry point in your attic, do you think the squirrel gives up? Well, they don't. They will chew their way back in. You got squirrels upstairs? You need the Breda Wildlife Guarantee. Only Breda covers every entry point, old and new. The other companies only guarantee the entry point they seal, so each time a squirrel chews a new hole, and they will, it'll cost you hundreds of dollars more. But under the Breda Wildlife Guarantee, you stay protected at no additional cost. A trained wildlife expert will dispose of their nesting, disinfect and sanitize, and if a squirrel finds its way back in, Breda's got your back. Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters. BREDA Pest.com.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top story, fallout from the latest ICE shooting in Minneapolis. The Trump administration's border czar, Tom Homan, heads to Minnesota to manage ICE operations there. White House correspondent Karen Travers reports it follows that second deadly shooting over the weekend.
The president writing on social media that Homan, quote, has not been involved in that area, but knows and likes many of the people there. The president goes on to call Homan tough but fair and says he'll report directly to him. This comes after the president told the Wall Street Journal his administration is looking into the fatal shooting of Alex Preddy, saying they're reviewing everything and will, quote, come out with a determination.
President Trump says he had a good call with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz today, and both want to make it better. It is 34 degrees in Atlanta. Bitter cold tonight. Does this pattern continue all week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Firefighters brave brutal conditions battling a house fire in Forest Park.
I think the temperature was around 20 degrees this morning, so they were fighting cold conditions while trying to, maintain and control and eventually put out this huge fire.
City of Forest Park spokesman Javon Anthony Lloyd says 2 people are injured in that fire. It apparently started in the back of the house on Dunwoody Drive. Investigators are working to find the cause of the fire. 6 people were inside the house when the fire started. The heavy ice and winds from this weekend's winter storm may have damaged trees on your property, and now's the time to get them checked out.
Putting off a risk assessment for any damaged trees could be costly in the long run. Dave Long with the Georgia Forestry Commission says it all depends on what's below any large branches.
You want to start looking wherever that target is the most valuable. So anywhere where those branches could hit people or valuable property.
He recommends having trees on your property inspected every couple years prior to any damaging weather events. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
A bill under the Gold Dome would set new rules on food delivery robots in Atlanta. State Representative Todd Jones says it requires the robots to emit a sound at all times so people know they're coming, and it sets a 7-mile-per-hour speed limit on sidewalks and crosswalks.
As much as everyone thinks it's cool that they're getting their food delivered vis-a-vis a robot, the fact is they don't want their traffic to be impeded. So we want to get those across the crosswalk.
The bill caps the robot's overall max speed at 20 miles per hour. A Cobb County English teacher uses the Heimlich maneuver to save the life of a choking 7th grader at McClure Middle School.
Honestly, I just kind of reacted. I saw a student that was in trouble, and I asked if he needed help, and I just kind of went into action.
Valerie Hodge says the boy came up to her with his hands at his throat in a universal choking sign. She was able to dislodge the chunk of burger in Dalton Cumberland's throat. News about your health with more young people being diagnosed with colorectal cancer. Sherry Preston reports researchers think they've found a common link.
A new study in the journal Cancer shows people with a long history of heavy alcohol consumption have up to a 91% higher risk of developing colorectal cancer compared with those who, throughout their lives, drank very little. Researchers tracked 88,000 adults with no prehistory of cancer and found those who consumed 2 drinks a night or more over their lifetime have a 25% higher risk of developing colon cancer, double that for rectal cancer, than those who drank less.
New recommendations for vaccines for kids.
The American Academy of Pediatrics has released its vaccine schedule for 2026, and it does not match the CDC's latest version. This kind of public split is rare, and it matters more than it sounds.
Dr. Celine Gounder says more states and doctors are relying on these recommendations instead of the controversial new schedule from the CDC. If you're expecting a tax refund from Uncle Sam this year, Rory O'Neill reports you can now file your return.
The annual tax return season is upon us. The IRS now accepting returns for 2025. Most filers will have to get returns submitted by April 15th or request an extension. The IRS processed more than 165 million tax returns last year. All but 10 million were filed electronically.
The average refund last year topped $3,100. It is 4:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, checking the ride up into Cobb and Cherokee County, 75 and northbound. It is a great ride from I-285 up into Marietta, Kennesaw, and Ackworth. Same story on I-575. Now, they have reopened the express lanes since they got them all treated and dried out, but no big need for them. You can save yourself the money because delays aren't bad on 75 and I-75 northbound out of Midtown into northwest Atlanta. No issues as you head up to Cumberland Boulevard. Next report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Breezy and bitterly cold tonight as temperatures fall into the low teens, and that's inside the perimeter. Some of the suburbs may reach the single digits. Factoring in the wind, the feels like wind chills will be close to zero for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, sunshine, but still cold, high 39. This pattern continues for the rest of this week.
36 in Covington, 30 in Canton, and 37 in Brookhaven. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Start the year off stress-free and sell your home with Mark Spain Real Estate's Guaranteed Offer. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our Guaranteed Offer is the easiest way to sell your home. With the Guaranteed Offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can bypass the market, receive the strongest cash offer in the industry, and close in as little as 21 days. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum value. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
A DUI conviction might cost you your license. Get the DUI lawyer, georgestein.com.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Jewelry Graham. Hi, I'm Brian, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. Here to remind you that Valentine's Day is Saturday, February the 14th. It's the most romantic day of the year to give and get fine jewelry. We have expertly crafted gifts for every type of sweetheart, any style, any budget. Get creative and design a custom necklace with meaningful charms, including 14-karat gold letters, engravable hearts, and birthstones. For the one, we'll help you propose with a dream engagement ring. Come see our wide selection of hand-picked natural and lab-grown diamonds in all shapes and sizes, in stock and ready to compare side by side. At Shane Company, love is always in the air with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty, everyday competitive prices, and no-pressure shopping experience. Come see us in store or at shaneco.com because a friend wants you to win Valentine's Day. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Media news. You want to hear some media news?
Well, we are in the media.
We're in the media.
So we better hear the news.
They used to, with Paul Harvey, when he talked about the media, he'd say, shop talk. It's time for some shop talk. I can't do voices.
Shop talk.
Oh, boy, it's been a while since you heard Paul Harvey.
I haven't heard him in a while.
Just say page 2.
Page 2.
Getting closer. So,
Bose.
The Washington Post suddenly decided not to cover the Winter Olympics. They're not sending, they usually send like 13 to 15 people to cover the Winter Olympics, and they just told them in an email last week, we're not doing it. Which means if they were going to do it at first, they're still swallowing like all the airline tickets and stuff that they weren't waiting till now, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, surely they'd have
Did
something
they start
booked.
like right after the Super Bowl or something?
Yeah.
They start in mid-February?
I believe they do. Let me check. Where are they this year?
They're in someplace with snow. Lots of snow.
So they start on February 6th, yeah. It's actually so just before the Super Bowl.
Where are they from? Italy or something?
It's in Milan, yes.
Oh, Milan. Well, that would not be a yes. Milan would be Milan. Or is it? No, yes.
It's in Italy, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking.
Oh, boy.
I was conflating Madrid with Milan.
Madrid.
So that's kind of odd. Although I don't really think you need to. At this point, the coverage is it's ubiquitous. It's everywhere. So why not just watch it all, see what's going on, and just write a couple articles about it?
Right.
Why do you have to send everybody there?
I don't understand.
So maybe they're doing the smart thing.
It is.
Or
It
maybe
is
they're
strange.
hurting over there at the Washington Post because
It's strange to me because you would think with Amazon backing them that Amazon would give them the money and the resources.
But that's the whole
to,
point.
to
is
cover them.
Washington Post had a big liberal readership, and then Bezos took over, and progressives aren't necessarily in love with Jeff Bezos. And then when they decided, remember this thing where they decided not to endorse a candidate between
That's
Kamala,
right, yes.
and that really I don't know. I don't know. It just says to me that the readers of the Washington Post, they're part of their own political movement. You've got to do it, because it wasn't like they were looking for guidance. They were just mad that they didn't say you shouldn't vote for Donald Trump, right? So they were already, by and large, Kamala Harris voters. And so the endorsement in the Washington Post wasn't going to change their mind. But they just got mad because they're like, this paper is supposed to stand for our progressive ideals, and with Bezos at the top of it. But apparently, and I thought, well, this will blow over quick. But apparently they lost a lot of subscribers. So maybe that has something to do with this. Still, Amazon could foot the bill. And if you stop this late in the game, there's still a lot of bill to be footed. You bought these airline tickets months ago. Hotels, everything. So
if you cancel before a week out, maybe you don't have to
Is
pay.
it like that?
Yeah.
Even for, when you've got a party of 27 that's booked?
Why not?
Because that's hard to fill up. 27 as opposed to a couple has decided, one of us has got the flu, we can't come. That's a little different. You can get rid of that room pretty quickly.
I guess it could
And don't they get
sully
discounts?
your relationship with the two businesses, I guess.
Yeah. And don't they get discounts probably if they're putting
Maybe-
30 to 50
maybe the
people in a hotel?
Maybe the Washington Post, maybe they're all Bonvoy members, and they're able to,
Yes,
to,
they're able to
Tim's
kinda-
point, cancel ahead of time.
They're thinking about shutting down their entire sports division, according to the New York Post.
Interesting. Interesting that even something as strong as the Washington Post with all that Amazon money behind it is having trouble getting the job done.
It is shocking.
The Wall Street Journal keeps trudging along. They seem to be doing fine as a subscriber based. I still give them money on a monthly basis. I never read the the opinion pieces because it's just all, whatever the CIA and the intelligence agent. We have everything is just
Did you read Kanye's
slavishly devoted.
Further speculation that there is going to be massive layoffs, elimination of foreign desks, and the entire sports.
So what are they just going to cover? Local stories. What
DC Metro.
Yes.
So I don't know. Do we blame Jeff Bezos for killing the Washington Post, or did he keep it alive longer than it would have been
Probably
otherwise?
kept it alive longer. It's a newspaper.
I think the New York Times is hurting too. They're all hurting. I think the Wall Street Journal. Look it up, George. I believe that the Wall Street Journal is doing better than any other national newspaper.
It makes sense.
I mean, something that started as a newspaper and now is making the transition to paywalls.
Now, did you?
But they still have good, interesting writing outside of the opinion page. They have good writing.
Did you get a chance to read Kanye's apology that was posted in the
No,
Wall
I
Street
read a
Journal?
story about the apology. It's pretty obvious to me that he was off the drugs for a while for
Yeah.
his mental condition. Now he's on the drugs, so he's saying the right things. The question is, does he stay on the drugs?
That
And
is
that's always the deal. is,
Until he has to make another record, then you take him off so he can be creative.
So he can be creative again.
Yeah.
So
it was interesting that he chose to put it there. That's just my was where I was.
was it New
scratching
York
my head.
Times or Washington Post?
It was Wall Street Journal.
Was it in the Wall Street Journal?
It was.
No, I didn't.
That's
as I said,
why I asked.
I don't read
wondering.
I don't read the opinion pages. It's the only part of the Wall Street Journal I can't. I know what they think. Whatever the military, industrial, techno bro, complex wants. I don't have to read the editorial in Wall Street Journal. They're all for it. Basically, whatever Lindsey Graham wants to happen, I don't have to read the Wall Street Journal editorial page. I know where they stand. Go Lindsey. They're all for it. We need more wars. We just don't have enough wars, and anybody who thinks that we need to have less wars should be compared to the people in the 1930s called the appeasers, because we can't think of anything new. So we're just going to keep on going back. I love that conservatives always get on progressives because everybody's Hitler. But the truth is, as far as conservatives go, anybody who disagrees with them on more are appeasers. And that comes from the same decade about the same thing. So they're all playing from the same playbook. And that is always be ready to go because there's a bad man.
That's right.
Or
woman.
No, it's always a bad man. Where's the woman? It's always been a bad man.
Kim Jong-un's sister. I've heard a lot
Not
about
yet.
her. I've heard a lot about her recently.
Not yet. There's a bad man, and he has to be stopped.
He has a mustache.
Don't look at those minerals under the ground or all the other geopolitics. Just you American. Just, there's a bad man, and he has to be stopped. And the Wall Street Journal will be there. There's a bad man, and he has to be stopped. Yes?
They will be second place to New York Times.
The New York Times is
successfully transferred from newspaper to lifestyle bundle. Their diversification into games, cooking.
Okay. All I'm saying is
Cutter,
the Wall Street Journal is still doing what they did when they were a newspaper.
Yes.
And doing the Wall Street, the New York Times has been smart. They if something like Wordle jumps up, they buy it.
This is pretty interesting. So they've got 12.3 million total subscribers, and the stock has gained 34% over the past year.
Now, how many of those subscribers are? Because if you're subscribed to the New York Times, are you automatically get all the games, or do you have to?
That's the case. If that
okay,
boasting
I don't know if
number.
that's another extra $3 a month or something where you have to. But they say that you got to give them. I still say, as far as newspapers from the past rolling into the paywall world, I think Wall Street Journal has stayed the same thing and been successful. The New York Times were smart and went out and bought a bunch of games.
Wall Street Journal remains #1 print newspaper, and they've got 4.6 million total subscribers. But they lack the lifestyle stuff.
Yeah, well, they always have.
That's the problem. You guys should have bought Wordle.
They do not need it.
They should have bought Wordle.
Yeah.
Do people still play Wordle?
I do every day.
Really?
Yeah, every day.
Because it's not talked about the way that people used to talk about it. It used to be the biggest thing, always.
It was for a while, and then, like everything.
What's today's word?
What was today's
Can't
word?
say.
Yeah.
Don't
I
give
don't
it
want to
out.
spoil it. Some people haven't done it yet.
Subscribe to New York Times?
I subscribe to the app where you can play their games.
I subscribe to just the games.
Yeah,
and it's
me
like
too.
$2.
See,
a month.
I'm wondering. That's what I want to know. It's
interesting.
autumn subscription.
It's more
when
than
you
$2.
say it's 12 million, whatever, is that on?
That must be all of the.
That's what I'm saying. They're very smart.
Must be nice to have that extra money to subscribe to.
It's $7 or something like that a month.
That's a lot.
Look at one other thing for me, and we'll come back with it. New York Times at its highest subscription rates, like at what when New York Times was because they were already online. I'm talking about the newspaper. When New York Times as a newspaper, when they had the most papers that they delivered to subscribers, what was the highest number? That's what I want to know when we get back. Alex Williams has great news on 85 through Gwinnett.
And that great news, Eric, is that I don't see any delays, which is fantastic. It means a lot of people avoided travel today, which is what we encourage you to do. 85 northbound, only about 10 minutes leaving I-285 up to Highway 316 in Gwinnett County. 316 eastbound, usually a pretty tough chore this time of the afternoon between Lawrenceville and Decula, but not having any of that road work out there has definitely helped that situation. Still going to see some icy patches in farther northern Gwinnett County and counties above that as the sun sets and the temperatures continue to drop from some of those spots that did not get dried out today. We'll have another report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
When the weather is at its worst, any of that moisture that is lingering, that could make it to the ground, refreeze, and make for some slick surfaces.
We're at our best.
Georgia State Troopers will be staged and out in force across metro Atlanta.
Check back throughout your day for the latest details.
We are keeping our eyes on those power outages, also on the roads.
95.5 WSB.
Your severe weather station.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion, or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today, 404-208-3300. That's 404-208-3300.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Mission New Year cleanup has begun with the agents at Zerorez Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Only Zerorez can save your carpets with our patented ZR Water, a non-toxic, safe cleaner for pets, people, and the planet. Here's the deal. Get 2 rooms clean for free with the purchase of 2 rooms. That's right. Get 2 rooms of carpet clean and get 2 more rooms for free. Mention WSB Radio when calling or easily schedule online at ZerorezAtlanta.com. Zerorez, spell it backwards or forwards, it's the right way to clean.
As Winter Storm Fern brings sub-freezing temperatures with a chance for snow and ice, Georgia Power is prepared and ready to respond. For more tips and real-time updates, follow Georgia Power on social media, download their mobile app, or visit georgiapower.com/storm.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
To get this special radio offer, go to leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today and get up to 30% off. That's leaffilter.com/deal for up to 30% off. leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Are you coming today? Are you not coming today? Hi, this is Candace from Excavations. Are you tired of having to chase your contractors around? If you're looking to remodel the outside of your home, then have I got a tip for you. Use Exovations. You'll know exactly when we're coming, when your project's going to be complete, and what you're paying for before you even start the project. Schedule your appointment today at exovations.com. EXOVATIONS.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. If you're over 55 and with one of the big 3 carriers, like Verizon, you may notice they don't talk much about their 55-plus discounts. That's so customers like you keep paying their regular higher rates to boost their bottom line. You deserve better service. With 100% US-based experts, better value, with plans starting at $20, and a company that's built for people 50-plus, like me. Not convinced? Give your current carrier a call, ask about the 55-plus plan you've earned, see how long it takes to get a real person on the line, and if they try to talk you out of it. But if you want something better, call Consumer Cellular. We've got the same great coverage, and our US-based experts can get you switched in about 20 minutes. Switch now to Consumer Cellular and get your second month free for a limited time. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com for your second month free.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
I just love good drumming. I'd let it go forever if I could. What is it about? Well, it started with the millennials, I feel like. And then Gen Z, where everything just has to be turned into a production. Things that were once just normal behavior. This article in Business Insider. Gen Z's hottest club, the local dive bar. So this whole thing is about how Gen Z is now tired of queuing for the latest trend thing, waiting in line for the opening of something that is, it's a big deal, these moments with Gen Zers. And then 8 months later, the thing that they were standing in line for goes out of business. because it's like a moment. It's a momentary thing, you know. And so you have certain members of Gen Z who are now, rather than just going to wherever they're going, everything has to be turned into a production. So now it's a thing to try to become a regular somewhere. Because Gen Zers and millennials are used to queuing up in line because that place is opening. There's a pop-up bar. Everybody's got to go to the pop-up bar before it implodes and pops down. You don't want to be there when it pops down. You want to be there when it pops up because it's a pop-up bar.
Well, it's like a balloon, right? Eventually the balloon, if you keep blowing air into it, it pops.
It pops. So before it blows up, you got to be there. So the idea is Gen Z is now finding themselves in their later 20s like, yeah, I've done all these things, but there's no place that I walk into and everybody yells my name and, you know, that kind of. So now they're looking for
Dylan.
They're looking for the I was trying to think of some other names really fast, but I couldn't. But
Jordan. More like Ezra. Ezra.
So rather than it just being, oh, well, we just stopped doing those other things and I'll just go to a neighborhood place. Now it's a big deal amongst Gen Z. I am trying to do this. I am going to become a regular somewhere. So just walk in. If you want to be a regular somewhere, it's something that you know that the rest of the world is never told about. You never felt the need to tell anyone else about it or publish it online or anything. It's just that thing that you do, and it's about you, and it's about some friends, and that's it.
And what's so great about
you don't have to brag about it, or it's not a thing, or but I'm going online to let everybody know that I'm going to digitally detox. No, you don't have to go online to let everybody know that you're digitally detoxing. Well, you just decide, I don't want to go online for a while.
What's so
sad? You keep that to yourself. Is that possible?
What is so satisfying about these stories is being friends with several Gen Zers. I love how they went through their anti-alcohol phase. They went through their anti-weed phase. They went through their anti-social phase. And now they're going back into the dive bar phase. And I'm like, look, you're not that much different than us. That's okay. Yeah. And I think it's great. And eventually they give me a lot of pushback at first, just being a millennial.
Yes.
And I'm like, trust me, we're millennials. We know how to have a good time. We make the most fun.
No, I don't. Millennials, Gen Zers, try this. Do something wonderful and spectacular with your friends or loved ones. And try this on for size. Don't tell the world. No. Oh, you didn't know that was possible. Okay, yeah, no, it's possible. Have a really great time, spectacular, magical, and then you just keep it to yourself. Oh, you didn't know that. No, that's a possibility. Alex Williams is taking a look at I-20 in DeKalb.
And I like what I see there, Eric. Light volume means a smooth ride on I-20 eastbound as you leave East Atlanta and travel past Glenwood Road and out to 285 Wesley Chapel and Panola Road. Nothing to slow you down there. I-20 westbound, also a delay-free ride from the downtown connector into Lithia Springs. On the south side, looking for new trouble heading toward Union City. Looks like a crash on Highway 29 just south of Hunter Road, jamming up the ride in both directions. Next report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
A lot of us are looking at things to spruce up our homes, from tweaking or landscaping, a little bit of paint. But how's your roof looking? This is Scott Slade. A new roof can dramatically improve the look of your home. Lots of uncertainties in the economy right now. So my roofer, FGA Roofing, has put together an offer you should consider. They call it the 000 plan. 0 down payment, 0 interest for 12 months, and 0 monthly payments for 12 months. With FGA Roofing, you can get a quote in just a few days and your roof installed in just a couple of weeks. And you can wait to pay until it fits your timeline. FGA Roofing specializes in slate, tile, wood shake, cedar roofs, as well as architectural roofs. The experts at FGA Roofing can lay out all the options for you, whether your roof is aging out or you just want a designer upgrade for your home. Or both. FGA Roofing, where you'll get first-rate installation and quality service, always. Just search FGA Roofing to get started with a free quote today. That's FGA Roofing.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Start the year off stress-free and sell your home with Mark Spain Real Estate's Guaranteed Offer. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our Guaranteed Offer is the easiest way to sell your home. With the Guaranteed Offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can bypass the market, receive the strongest cash offer in the industry, and close in as little as 21 days. Trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast and for maximum value. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
It pays to have the WSB Radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
I don't believe it.
5 chances every weekday to win $1,000.
Oh, that is awesome. Are you serious?
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is at 5 p.m. from 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB Radio app now.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, the ice threat is gone, but the bitter cold is here to stay for a while.
This blast of Arctic air is going to keep our temperatures below freezing for potentially the next day and a half.
Which means you'll need to keep the water running.
So you can protect your pipes by dripping the faucets. And people think drip, drip, drip. No, you actually want to have a steady stream. A good rule of thumb is the width of a pencil. So if the stream kind of looks like a pencil coming through the faucet, that's enough.
33 degrees right now in Atlanta. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Forest Park firefighters deal with bitter cold, battling a massive house fire.
Crews say the fire spread quickly in the home off Dunwoody Drive.
When crews got there, the house was essentially engulfed in flames.
Forest Park Public Information Officer Javon Anthony Lloyd says 6 people were inside the house at the time of the fire.
We did have 2 injuries. They were transported to a local hospital, but again, crews were able to get the fire under control.
He says the house is completely lost and they are still working to find what caused the flames. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
A tree crashes into a home in Sandy Springs during the ice storm.
The resident of the structure was only grazed by the tree when it came through the kitchen area. The resident was transported to North Fulton Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
Sergeant Leon Milholland with Sandy Springs Police says now's a good time to check the trees around your home. He says dead trees and branches can be dangerous no matter the weather. New rules for food delivery robots in Atlanta are under consideration now by state lawmakers.
The small delivery robots with names like Colin or Nancy roam Atlanta's sidewalks delivering food to in-town customers, but State Representative Todd Jones says his legislation will cap speeds for the robots at 7 miles per hour on sidewalks, crosswalks, and in intersections.
We just want to continue to balance the difference between, hey, we want convenience for all Georgians, but at the same time, we want safety for all Georgians.
In a bike lane, the maximum speed is capped at 20 miles per hour. Companies would also have to make sure there's an audible signal at all times. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta police are trying to identify suspects involved in a shooting last month that killed an unborn baby. The shooting happened on December 20th on the I-285 southbound ramp at Cascade Road. Police say a 21-year-old man and a pregnant 18-year-old woman were shot. They both survived, but the woman's baby died. We posted photos of the suspects on our website and the WSB Radio app. Anyone with information should contact Atlanta Police. The president is sending his border czar to Minneapolis following 2 deadly shootings involving ICE.
I'm Stacey Lynn. President Trump says he's spoken to Minnesota Governor Tim Walz
Daniels, posting on social media that the governor called him with the request to work together. He said it was a very good call, and they seem to be on a similar wavelength.
And there are reports this hour Border Patrol Commander Greg Bavino and some agents will be leaving Minneapolis tomorrow. A Cobb County teacher is a lifesaver.
I just could not breathe and I was wheezing.
7th grader Dalton Tomberlin met McClure Middle School English teacher Valerie Hodge the day she saved his life. Terrified, he gave that universal hands to the throat choking signal.
I didn't really even think, honestly. I just kind of reacted. I saw a student that was in trouble.
Her quick Heimlich maneuver ousted the burger in his throat.
I felt like I was going to live again.
A tearful Courtney Tomberlin is grateful Hodge saved her son's life.
I can't thank her enough. She took care of business.
Hodge learned the Heimlich years ago, working at a daycare. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
The actor known for playing football player Michael Orr in The Blind Side is hospitalized in Atlanta.
What about Collins and Mr. Tui?
Fine, they can be on the team too. Are you going to protect the family, Michael?
Yes, ma'am.
According to a GoFundMe campaign, Quentin Aaron was put on life support due to a severe blood infection, but has opened his eyes and now has some feeling in his foot. The fundraiser has collected more than $11,000 in donations so far. It is 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Smooth sailing is the motto of our commute right now, Bill. I'm checking Georgia 400 northbound. If you're leaving I-285 up through Sandy Springs into Roswell and Alpharetta, speed limit ride the whole way as you make your way up to Old Milton Parkway. Be careful the later it gets in the day and the farther you get up into Forsyth County. A lot of those spots that didn't get dried out by the sun may still freeze in the overnight hours, so especially be careful on those bridges and overpasses. Also watching a slow zone over on the south side, crash blocking lanes in both directions on Highway 29 heading or just north of Union City. This is between Hunter Road and Stonewall Tell Road, so seeing delays both ways into and out of Union City. Next report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Arctic air continues to move into the metro region for tonight. Temperatures dropping down to the low teens, and that's inside the perimeter. Some of our suburbs may reach the single digits. Enough of a breeze for the wind chills to be close to zero for tomorrow morning. Sunshine tomorrow afternoon, but not warming up at all with a high of 39. A mix of sun and clouds Wednesday, morning lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the low 40s. Clouds rolling in for Thursday and Friday, but staying dry. Morning lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the low 40s.
Right now it's 30 in Peachtree Corners and 30 in Mableton. It's 33 in Stockbridge. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins with this hour's keyword in the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. And this hour's keyword is lazy. L-A-Z-Y, lazy. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/cash for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is L-A-Z-Y, lazy. I'll use it in a sentence?
Please.
I said, do you want to use it in a sentence?
Oh, you want me to use it? I am
Oh,
lazy.
you don't want to do it because you're lazy?
Hey.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, right there. That's the whole team working together right there.
It would be lazy of you not to put that keyword in because you're missing out on $1,000 if you don't.
That
would
you're
be
saying
stupid, not lazy.
Yeah, that would be stupid. I think that, and
Yeah,
the word
that
is
does
not
work better.
stupid. Yeah. Do you want to apologize to me or the audience first?
I apologize to both you and to the audience.
Well, you might as well go ahead and apologize to me. I was going to reject it anyway. So
You know what? I'm gonna.
I was going to push back on your apology.
I think I'm gonna be lazy in my response.
All right. Well, the word's lazy.
You know.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. What are you sighing over there? Was that a big broadcasting sigh?
I was being lazy.
I thought you were
No.
being sigh. I thought you were.
I'll
sighing.
do it later.
Yeah, see?
We're losing the war in the internet. I want to let everyone know this.
On it or in it?
Just everything about it.
Oh.
You know, I've brought this up before, that we're going forward into the future with the AI and everything. And it's really one of the most amazing things that the products that we've now had for 20 years of the internet and more, and how unsafe those products have been to our lives. And no one has said, well, fix these things first. Now, beyond the fact that when you give your 8-year-old or 9-year-old a smartphone or an iPad, you're destroying their life. Okay, we're past that. I get it. It makes parenting easier. I get that. But the other side of it is, this thing with identity theft. How quickly they just rolled over, and none of us ever thought that that was something as a customer that we should demand gets fixed. Like no one ever put up their hand and said, okay, far enough, fix this. Fix this thing where all of our identities and our social security numbers get compromised and sold on the dark web and used against us to ruin our lives. Yeah, love the internet, lot there. Very nice, like a lot of it. But hey, let's fix this. Like the customer never said or thought, I have a right to demand that they are better with my data and don't compromise my life. It's like, no. We all just decided, well, I guess that just comes with the territory. And these tech people who that first group, that first bit where they didn't protect us at all, made them all multi-billionaires, are now telling us, no, further and further and farther and farther we have to go with the AI. And nobody says, hey, yeah, but you never solved, because I got a feeling if AI does everything else faster and greater, then it's going to be able to get my information. Well, don't worry about that, Eric. We're going to have AI that's going to stop it. Okay. So I should be giving you more of my tax money and subsidizing you so that eventually you'll get around to. So the point being that, 36 million customers involved in this one. $117.5 million Comcast settlement ends class action suit over October 2023 cyber attack. That was 36 million people involved in that. And this one, only 57 million people were. I'm trying to understand this one. New filing sheds light on AT&T's $177 million data breach case. So, they're going to pay money. So 57 million customers lost their data over this on the dark web. There is some recourse to the law. Only 4.8 million have filed for it, which tells me they don't know about it because it's not a big deal. This is probably part of the deal. Yeah, you got to pay 117 million to these 57 million. But you know what? If most of those 57 million never find out that this is going on, then where does the money go? I have no idea. If people don't show up and ask for it, I have no idea.
Don't they usually run ads? You might be entitled to cash.
I guess so, but only 4.8 million people have filed and 57 million customers lost their data through this. So my guess is there's a little game that goes on here to make sure that most people probably don't even know about the original breach. But we're not helping ourselves on this either. Analysis of 6 billion passwords shows stagnant. My goodness.
It's poor writing.
No, I had a pop-up ad. Analysis of 6 billion passwords shows stagnant user behavior as much as people have been warned. All of this stuff in corporations where we all have to sit through the phishing stuff and all of that, you'd think that overall people would get the message, your password has to be somewhat creative. If it's somewhat creative, you're somewhat protected. But turns out we're still doing, for the most part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some people get a little more clever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like these are you would think year after year after year of living in this. So at what point does it become the responsibility of the websites to say, nope, can't use that as a password? But they won't do that because they know that there's a great proportion of society that if you add an extra 5 or 10 minutes, those people are not going to become customers. And now what I would say is if you had to have a very strong password for anything that you did, at some point, if it was everywhere all the time, every time you tried to do it, people would just go, okay, that's the cost of doing business. That's the door charge. It's not going to be so easy. But you notice that they're not going to do that. They won't do anything. It's like this Grok stuff with the undressing of people and all of that. They know that that's possible. They know it, but they also know that if they allow people to do it, they get more customers. And if they want to do well publicly or privately or however they're managing their stuff or wherever they want to get their next bunch of cash, whether it's through private markets or public markets, having more and more and more customers is very important. Why did was it Meta? I think last year at some point said, or was it ChatGPT? ChatGPT. Remember at the end of last year? I don't know where they stand now. The end of last year was like, we're going to allow a little more pornography. We're gonna do more with the you'll be able to do your own personal pornography and all that.
Hey, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Erotica, they say.
We talked. Yeah, they said erotica. We talked about it in November,
That's
December,
right.
and you ask yourself like, why? Well, the reason why is OpenAI wants to go public. They want to go public so that they can get a whole bunch of money because they're burning money. They're losing like, I don't know what, $25 billion a year or something. I don't know if it's a million or billion or whatever. They're losing a lot of money every year. And you can have all your moral problems with, well, this is a lot of pornography out there for a lot of people, and you can undress people, and you can do this, you can do that, you can have revenge porn, all of this kind of stuff. But what do we want to see happen right before we go public? Subscriptions go through the roof. Usage goes through the roof. You can talk about social engagement and anything. There's no social engagement like porn. And so OpenAI, who on one side is going to tell you, well, we got to do all this. Do you want to cure cancer? Apparently, the road to curing cancer starts with porn.
I'm on board.
I'm not above it. I'm not being a moralist. But they act like they're above it. And so the reason that Grok was undressing people, and then once there was a trouble with that, they didn't say we're going to get rid of this out of the algorithm. They said, now you have to pay in order to be able to do it. Now, the idea being if we have your credit card information, if you do anything too egregious, we know who you are, I suppose. But still, anything to limit, if you want an explosion of engagement, pornography is the way to go. And so when you hear these companies talking about all of this is so they can cure cancer, ask them, well, does pornography have to be a leg on the way there? I mean, just explain that to me. And again, I'm not a moralist. I'm not anti-porn. I'm not doing it that way. I'm just saying, know why these things are happening. Why Elon Musk allows himself to get in trouble with, Grok undressing people and putting them in bikinis or whatever, is because most people are not looking for a deep dive on Greek history. But most people do check out pornography. Alex Williams is checking out something more important for your good, 85 on the south side.
Yeah, and it's looking great if you're just leaving the airport, trying to make your way down into Union City and Fairburn, Eric. 85 southbound, a speed limit ride from 285 down to Highway 92 and Highway 74 Sonoya Road, exit number 61. Heads up, though, in Union City on Highway 29, crash on Highway 29 between Hunter Road and Stonewall Tell Road, jamming up the ride in both directions there. Checking on a new slow zone in Gwinnett County, 85 southbound around Indian Trail Road, exit 101. We'll see what's going on there. Traffic brought to you by Crunch Fitness. It's time to go all in all year at Crunch Fitness. Crush your 2026 New Year's resolution and join for only 26 cents. Plus, get 30 days free. Make sure to practice safe sets all year long with Crunch Fitness. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
When the weather is at its worst,
any of that moisture that is lingering, that could make it to the ground, refreeze, and make for some slick surfaces.
We're at our best.
Georgia State Troopers will be staged and out in force across metro Atlanta.
Check back throughout your day for the latest details.
We are keeping our eyes on those power outages, also on the roads.
95.5 WSB.
Your severe weather station.
Hey, it's Shelley Winter. This Valentine's Day at D. Geller & Son Jewelers, when you spend just $199 or more, they're including a free diamond necklace plus a box of chocolates with your purchase. They've been Atlanta's Valentine's Day destination since 1939, and they're your one-stop shop for the perfect jewelry gift this year, with 2 showrooms near you in Kennesaw and Sandy Springs. Shop their Valentine's Day gift guide online at dgeller.com.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, it's a brand new year, and that means it's a great time to get organized and get your financial house in order. So if that's one of your New Year's resolutions, Hoffman Financial Group is here to help with that, aren't we?
Yeah, so we make it simple, right? And it goes back to saving people time. Don't worry about you having to work with us. We work for you. So if you were to reach out to us, we would start with something as simple as the Portfolio X-ray. Simple as far as your time that you need to provide us some data points on, but we'll take the hours and we'll apply our expertise to generate a pretty comprehensive look at your financial life, specifically your risk profile, the fees in your portfolio, the performance over last year, 3 years, 5 years, the last 10 years against benchmarks. We'll also stress test it. Can we go back in time and say what would have happened to your portfolio during the Great Recession or the dot-com bubble that burst or the COVID correction? It'll give you an indication of how much your money is at risk. All of those components mixed into one simple 10 to 14 page report. We'll give you a copy of it. We'll walk you through it. And as I say, I have yet to see one that didn't have 2 or 3 golden nuggets, as I call them, of opportunity for you to contemplate possibly enhancing your financial future moving forward.
Get 2026 started on the right foot with this complimentary offer from Hoffman Financial Group. There's no cost for the portfolio x-ray, and the report is yours to keep. Call 404-737-3858. That's 404-737-3858 and online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
As Winter Storm Fern brings sub-freezing temperatures with a chance for snow and ice, Georgia Power is prepared and ready to respond. Their storm center monitors conditions around the clock, and crews are in place across the state to safely respond as quickly as possible to any potential outages. Stay safe by preparing an emergency kit with essential supplies, using generators outside and away from enclosed spaces, and avoiding any downed or low-hanging wires. For more tips and real-time updates, follow Georgia Power on social media, download their mobile app, or visit georgiapower.com/storm.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
Cruise from $199 plus get up to $500 onboard credit and kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
I'm forecasting more daylight and bigger views with a 100% chance of a smaller name. Hi, it's meteorologist Glenn Burns. North Georgia Replacement Windows is now NG Windows. Same amazing local people and same Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows. They're 8 times stronger than vinyl with slimmer frames that brighten your home with more daylight and bigger views.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
All right, once again, this hour's keyword in the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz is L-A-Z-Y, lazy. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/cash for your chance to win $1,000. These are the kind of stories I just do not understand. You know, you hear these secret recipe stories. The Colonels. Is it the 9 spices, herbs, and
11.
11, okay. And they're kept in this place, and only so many, and nobody knows what the recipe really is. And here's one from the Wall Street Journal today. The secret society of people who know the formula for WD-40. Even the CEO had to wait more than 30 years to get into the vault that holds the recipe for the lubricant. He said it was like getting into Fort Knox. Now, and I would say, like, even in like the 60s and 70s, probably this was, there's no... Isn't it just easy to get a bottle of WD-40 and then just start testing it with whatever equipment there is?
Yeah, break it down.
To break it down.
Reverse engineer it,
To
right?
reverse engineer it. It just seems to me like these stories don't make any sense anymore. Anybody with the right lab equipment should be able to take a can of WD-40 and figure out every ingredient. Not only every ingredient, but like what is the percentage of the ingredients to make the recipe. A recipe isn't just the ingredients, it's how much of what. So are these stories just pure BS now? Like, couldn't you just take...
I do like the lore of this one where it says the formula for WD-40 is documented in a single handwritten notebook containing the successful 40th version. 39
it's
prior
so
tests
romantic.
failed. Yeah.
In a way, you know?
Oh, it is. And that's always been the KFC thing. The Colonel's 11 herbs and spices. Nobody knows the recipe.
It was buried with him.
How hard is it to just take some of this stuff and just You know, when you're seeing those things that they do the spin the blood around and everything, and they break it
Centrifuge.
apart. Yeah, there's what you do? You can't do that with WD-40 and separate it into.
You have to be able to do it.
Of course you can.
Well, there's an old moonshiner up in the hills that'll taste it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got a lot of formaldehyde in it.
Oh yeah. Woo-hoo.
But the Colonel's recipe, one of his great nephews has it, and you can still
He's not that
buy
great.
it. He's actually a colonel from Kentucky as well, and he
Yes.
dresses like him, but he talks about it and how the people who took over the KFC just sort of ruined
It's
it.
probably owned by some private equity group.
Oh, it is.
Right?
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
Right. I mean, that's from a long time ago.
KFC, I think, is part of the. Aren't they part of the big Pepsi group?
Pepsi.
Yeah, but who owns that? I mean,
Well, I mean, who owns Pepsi these days?
That's a good question. Let me
Disney.
Yeah. So Pepsi. Yeah. What is that called? The Yum Group.
Yum
I think
Brands.
that's Yum
Oh,
Brands.
wow. Vanguard, BlackRock, State
Yeah,
Street.
Yeah, same old, same old.
Yummy Brands.
Everybody. Remember, no matter who you choose to eat with tonight, the same 4 entities are going to make your money.
And
I
Cisco
know, I
brought
started
it to
ordering
you.
stuff back on Amazon because I was like, what am I doing?
It doesn't matter. You know this. You know what?
can't make any difference.
It does. It really is. I have a friend
I need a lantern.
back in the 80s.
A lantern.
I needed a woodchuck stuffy, and I got it overnight.
Back in
There
the
you
80s, I had a friend who was a real life, like a real deal hippie from the 60s, right? And lived on a commune for a while in the early 70s. I guess there was some American communes in upstate New York or whatever that the hippies would live on. And then after that whole thing, when she was living on her own, she decided in like 1972 or 73 or whatever, well, I'm going to recycle. And this is before the recycling that we have now where the city is providing recycling.
Yeah, the big blue bin.
Yeah, none of that existed. This was somebody's individual. And she's like, I care about the earth. I'm a hippie, so I'm going to recycle. And so for about a year or so, she recycled. And then she told me one day she was taking all of her recycling stuff and putting it in a bin. She thought, and she had this image of the entire planet and like what everybody was doing and this one person recycling. And she was like, I just stopped it right then. It was just ridiculous. I wasn't going to do anything or have any effect. And it sounds like what you just said to me. Kind of reminds me of that. They're bigger than us. They know that. Let's just, and sometimes if you stay out of their way, they don't shoot you in the face. So that's all I know is.
Does she still live in New York?
Yeah, she still lives in
Because in
Western
New York now, you have to use clear garbage bags, and you have to separate everything.
She's probably all for that.
Yeah. Well, because you have no choice.
Well, you have no choice, but I think that she sees it as the way the government always
Yeah.
should have been. But back when she was doing it on her own, she thought, this is dumb.
Yeah.
I'm going to have zero effect on the world. You know what you can do in your life? Leave the campground a little cleaner than you found it. That's really all you can do.
And burn your garbage.
Should you burn your garbage?
Why not?
Well, I think it's against the law.
Well, it depends.
Hey, don't put our two together. The what I just said
Well, you're
actually works.
cleaning.
No. Well, my point is it's a metaphor.
Oh.
Clean.
I thought it was literal.
Yeah.
Leave
Well, I
the
think it's-
campground a little. I mean, if you can help a little bit, somebody help them a little bit. Look, these are the things that you can do with your life. Some people come along and change the world. It probably ain't you and me.
Got it. Dump your trash in the cul-de-sac. Got it.
I'm glad everybody's getting my point. Alex Williams says there's trouble on 85 South in Norcross.
Yeah, stumbled upon some police activity here, Eric. It's blocking the I-85 southbound exit ramp to Indian Trail Road, exit 101. Also causing 85 South itself to slow as people got to get back in those through lanes. Exit off at Beaver Ruin Road or Jimmy Carter Boulevard as alternates there. 85 northbound, no issue from 285 up to 316. This report is sponsored by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties, or get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
How about a simple New Year's resolution? One where you're guaranteed to succeed. Hey, it's Mark Aaron back with you. Reverse the clock on hair loss with Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment. You'll feel more confident and more youthful when you witness your own natural hair growing into those places where it's been balding or thinning for years. From Advanced Hair's breakthrough technology to their highly experienced team, there's no one I trust more in hair restoration. Their simple FUE treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and your new hair is backed by the Advanced Hair Guaranteed. Simply put, Advanced Hair's exceptional standard of care makes your comfort and your results their top priority. Did I mention the results can last a lifetime? Celebrate this new year with a fuller head of hair and get a free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR. See what meeting your resolution could look like at advancedhair.com.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA
MCO.
If you're suffering from burning, tingling, or numb feet, you need to pay special attention as we discuss neuropathy with Dr. Bruce Stevens, D.C., owner of Woodstock Health Institute. Dr. Stevens, what is neuropathy?
Peripheral neuropathy is actually nerve damage to the feet and legs.
And what are the symptoms?
Major symptoms are numbness and tingling, burning, muscle cramps, coldness in the hands and feet, and problems with balance.
Is neuropathy treatable?
It is treatable, and we've seen great results.
Call 678-743-9616 today to schedule the free neuropathy nerve damage screening. The screening will tell you if you're at risk for serious complications and if you are a candidate for the treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe that there's nothing that can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, and even amputations. Call 678-743-9616. The first 25 callers will receive a free nerve damage screening. Space is limited. Call 678-743-9616.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top story, President Trump and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz both say they had a productive talk today. The phone call comes after ongoing immigration operations have now seen 2 ICE-involved shooting deaths and widespread demonstrations. Trump says both men want to make it better, saying the two seem to be on a similar wavelength. Walz says the president also agreed to look into reducing the number of federal agents in Minnesota, and top Border Patrol official Gregory Bovino is expected to leave Minneapolis tomorrow. Following Saturday's shooting in Minneapolis, correspondent Stephen Portnoy reports a growing number of Republicans in Congress are voicing their concerns.
At least 20 Republican members of Congress have now called for an investigation of the shooting, and many have called for hearings on Capitol Hill. The chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee, Republican Andrew Garabino of New York, says he expects the heads of ICE and Customs and Border Protection to testify before his panel in the coming weeks. Last year, the GOP-led Congress infused those agencies with tens of billions of dollars to vastly expand their ranks and their detention capabilities.
In response to the unrest in Minneapolis, Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff says massively deployed and ill-trained federal forces are violating civil liberties with impunity and showing reckless disregard for life and property. He says this cannot be America. Ossoff says Democrats and Republicans alike must act to stop this spiraling chaos and protect our constitutional rights. It is 32 degrees now in Atlanta. Wind chills could be close to 0 tomorrow morning. Do we have any hope for a warm-up this week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Following the winter storm this weekend, correspondent Sam Sweeney reports air travel across the country is slowly returning to normal.
Today, we've about
almost 5,000 cancellations. It'll be significantly less tomorrow, a little bit less on Wednesday. Hopefully by Thursday, we will be back to normal.
During the ice storm, more than 1,000 flights were canceled at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. With the winter storm past, many Metro Atlanta homeowners are cleaning up damaged trees, and one expert has some advice on getting ready for the next storm.
That heavy ice and wind could cause problems for trees in the coming months and years. That's according to the Georgia Forestry Commission's Dave Long, who recommends getting a risk assessment. But he says wait a few days, especially for damaged limbs that are still attached.
You're probably going to want to wait till that ice has melted a little bit before you go and start doing any pruning on your trees, just for safety's sake. Sometimes those branches, too, can be under tension with the weight of the ice and snap back when you cut them.
He also says it's important to take note of any large tree limbs that are above valuable items like a fence or your home. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
Water providers are among those worried about the growth of data centers in Metro Atlanta.
Data centers require large amounts of water to stay cool, and that's a concern for local water companies. Cole Blackwell, general manager of the Cobb County Marietta Water Authority, says the demands of these facilities can vary.
Some data centers may use over 1 million gallons per day. I've heard of some using up to 3 million gallons per day. And we have a finite source of water here in Metro Atlanta.
A new bill introduced in the state legislature would require these data center companies to publicly disclose the energy and water usage demands for their projects. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
A bill under the Gold Dome would set new rules on food delivery robots in Atlanta. State Representative Todd Jones says it requires the robots emit a sound at all times so people know they're coming.
We used to say that an audible signal had to only go on when it was approaching a human being. Now we're saying when it is in movement, the signal will be on.
The bill also sets a 7-mile-per-hour speed limit on sidewalks and crosswalks and caps the robot's overall max speed at 20 miles per hour. Whether it's those fake Peach Pass texts or jury duty scams, beware of the different ways criminals are trying to access your information. This is Identity Theft Awareness Week.
Every day we see new scams. Every day, almost every week, we hear about a new security breach where our personal information is out there in the universe.
Sean Conroy with the State Attorney General's Office Consumer Protection Division says tax scams are also common this time of year. It is 5:34. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, still watching this police activity in Norcross that shuts down the I-85 southbound ramp to Indian Trail Road, exit 101. So all those cars that wanted to exit there are being forced to merge back over into the through traffic. That plus driving into the bright sunshine is why you're seeing some brake lights from Beaver Ruin Road. On the south side, trouble still mostly off to the right, 85 southbound, Highway 74, Sonoya Road. And then you're still dealing with that crash on Highway 29, Roosevelt Highway, causing a big jam between Stonewall Tell Road and Hunter Road. Next report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Arctic air continues to move into the metro region for tonight. Temperatures dropping down to the low teens, and that's inside the perimeter. Some of our suburbs may reach the single digits. Enough of a breeze for the wind chills to be close to zero for tomorrow morning. Sunshine tomorrow afternoon, but not warming up at all with a high of 39. A mix of sun and clouds Wednesday, morning lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the low 40s. Clouds rolling in for Thursday and Friday, but staying dry. Morning lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the low 40s.
Right now it's 33 in Conyers, 32 in Union City, and 31 in Marietta. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
A lot of us are looking at things to spruce up our homes, from tweaking or landscaping, a little bit of paint. But how's your roof looking? This is Scott Slade. A new roof can dramatically improve the look of your home. Lots of uncertainties in the economy right now. So my roofer, FGA Roofing, has put together an offer you should consider. They call it the 000 plan. 0 down payment, 0 interest for 12 months, and 0 monthly payments for 12 months. With FGA Roofing, you can get a quote in just a few days and your roof installed in just a couple of weeks. And you can wait to pay until it fits your timeline. FGA Roofing specializes in slate, tile, wood shake, cedar roofs, as well as architectural roofs. The experts at FGA Roofing can lay out all the options for you, whether your roof is aging out or you just want a designer upgrade for your home, or both. FGA Roofing, where you'll get first-rate installation and quality service, always. Just search FGA Roofing to get started with a free quote today. That's FGA Roofing.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple.
Every day we follow the facts,
Started digging, only to find...
getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for
An
you.
investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
A DUI conviction could be life-changing. Get the DUI lawyer. GeorgeStein.com.
Jewelry Graham. Hi, I'm Brian, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. We have just the right gift for your sweetheart this Valentine's Day. Any style, any budget. Like heart-shaped necklaces, birthstones, or hand-matched diamond studs. Getting engaged? Create a dream ring and choose from natural and lab-grown diamonds in all shapes and sizes. Come see us in store or at shaneco.com because a friend wants you to win Valentine's Day. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Jared was telling me he thinks that Kristi Noem is on the outs because Trump sent Homan, whatever, to Minneapolis.
That's right. Sure looks like it.
Yeah, but it's his policies. Like, it's not. Like a Kristi Noem does not. That's just the sycophants that are just trying to perform for Trump and know that he wants to see the world as an 80s Chuck Norris movie. And so Noem and Hegseth, those kind of sycophants are the secondary problem. Stephen Miller is not a sycophant. I've said this before. I guarantee you, in his own mind, he looks down on Donald Trump, but he knows that he can use him. We are currently living in the United States of Stephen Miller. So you can go after, this guy is a diabolical sadist. And he's lucked out, and here he is in this position.
Shelley mentioned that Trump is pulling him back away from this too.
Well, we'll find out. You know, at some point, Trump cares about numbers. He cares about image, and he cares about numbers. He can be the villain. You know, he doesn't mind being Dale Earnhardt, but Dale Earnhardt was winning championships. So he doesn't mind being the villain if the villain's winning championships. But in this new world that he's supposed to understand, and that's how he got reelected, by understanding how TikTok and Reels and all of these work, it's killing him right now, because you can have a plant at CBS News, and you can have the rest of news gatherers sheepish because you've sued them and all that kind of stuff, but it's these TikTok videos and online things that people are just seeing over and over again, aside from the people being killed for no good reason, just the constant pulling people out of their vehicles and this kind of thing. And all, you know, Trump has, you know, he has no empathy for anyone alive, believe me. But what he sees is, oh, this isn't a good look. At some point, this isn't a good look. And if it's going to be changed, it won't have anything at all to do with humanity. But it might have something to do with, oh, this isn't a good look for me.
Bad optics.
Bad ops. You know, something like that.
Well, how is he going to be the greatest president of all time? He has to have good optics the entire time.
Well, maybe, I guess. I don't know. All I know is it's not based on humanity or morality. It's based on how's it playing. And like I said, you could have a dupe at CBS News. You know, CBS News.
That guy's failing.
This that guy, but I'm talking about the Barry Weiss. Who,
okay.
You know, this whole thing where the Ellisons gave her like, what, $115 million for her stupid blog. That was some kind of weird payoff. You know, it was not valued that at all. And then brought her over to CBS, where she's been, you know, whitewashing as much as she can. Matter of fact, 60 Minutes, I guess, is not running anything new this week. Didn't run anything, like, for the next 3 weeks, they're just running celebrity interviews.
What? Why?
Yeah, in the middle of the world we're in right now. Because they don't, in order to do anything that's somewhat truthful, it would bring the ire, and they just, you know, they're owned by, look, this is a big setup, you know. But the funny part for the Trump grift on CBS News is people don't get their information from CBS Evening News anymore, or from 60 Minutes, for that matter. So they can, you know, they can get inside of Trump's, old world mind, which is if we just control the Times and the Post and CBS News and 60 Minutes, we've got the country. Yes, when Trump was growing up, that was true, but it's not true now. And they haven't been able to kind of make all these little small videos of people being pulled out of their cars go away. So there may be some changes coming up. Again, not by humanity or morality or anything along those lines, but it'll be because it doesn't look good. So the only way he turns on Stephen Miller is, you're not making me look good. And I don't care what the reason is, but that the biggest priority for the United States of America should be that Stephen Miller is once again a private citizen as soon as possible. As soon as possible. I would say 75% of what you're seeing is because this guy has his position. And when others waver, even the sycophants about anything, Miller knows why he's there. He's there to get the world to look like his vision of the world. So he doesn't care about anything else. So he will talk nice, he'll talk tough, he'll do whatever. The sycophants around him are just performing for him. Like I said, they know that he wants the world to be an 80s Chuck Norris movie, and that's what the core of MAGA wants as well. And so Hegseth and Noam, they do all these they're just putting on a show. They have an audience of one. Every time you see Noam speaking or Hegseth, they have an audience of one, and that's Donald Trump. So every time they're on CNN, every time they're doing a press conference, they're trying to show Donald, I'm the toughest SOB you've got. And yes, it's not your vision. It's true. The world is a Chuck Norris movie from the 80s. And I'm going to win Best Actress, Actor, whatever. So if it does happen, I mean, there was an interview on CNN. I saw clips of it this morning where I think it was the head of the Border Patrol. I can't remember that guy's name, but he was on CNN and they're showing video and he's just saying, that's not what you're seeing. No, that's not what you're seeing. And he goes after this guy, this latest person they've murdered for no good reason.
You mean the nurse who was like a decent guy?
And it's like, and they realized after they went, like, first of all, then I saw a clip of him. I guess his father was a veteran. He works at the VA. He's a nurse at the VA hospital. And they showed him give it last rites over his father. And he's saying things like, freedom isn't free. We have to always remember those who defend, who go out. And it's like, well, this guy isn't going to be as easy as, the mom poet from before. This guy's not going to be as easy. And then we get into this weird, and I think the reason it's all gotten so confusing for the White House is in the last couple of days, you have conservatives arguing that having a concealed weapon legally on you means that you're a threat whenever you walk into any public situation. That's
big second-amendment
conservatives
pretzel.
saying that, and then you've got progressives. Hey, he's got a right. Progressives arguing for gun
Second
rights.
Amendment rights, yeah.
So, and the reason things are so higgledy-piggledy and upside down is because the policy itself was chaos. I don't mean it became chaos. I mean the policy was create chaos. We're governing by spectacle. People will see us coming into the towns and doing and getting it done. And that, just because people see it, that in and of itself will help in the sense that people won't want to deal with it, so they'll just go back home or whatever. The whole thing is done to show how tough. You want to fight us? I mean, the whole FAFO, right?
That's right.
Again, if it's not a line in a Chuck Norris movie from the 80s, he's kicking himself over it.
Lots of FAFO commentary that I saw in my social feeds this weekend.
Yeah, which I love. This is MAGA telling us if we do what we're told, they promise not to shoot us in the face. And I think that's a fine deal. It's not like as Americans we've ever been told that we should say whatever's on our mind. I mean, it's a pretty good deal. Do exactly what you're told at all times, and we won't shoot you in the face. I mean, come on. You got to be able to know a good deal when you see
free
it.
speech has got limitations. Eric.
That's right.
It isn't always free.
The progressives used to say that. Now the conservatives are saying that, and apparently for the core of MAGA, if you have a concealed carry license, but you walk into public with a concealed weapon, that means that you should be taken as a threat. See, this is you think in 3 weeks when it's somebody else? No, they won't apply it. I get it. If it's on their side, the rules are different. Is that what I missed? That must be what I missed. Okay, I get it. So they're the good guys. So whoever they say the bad guys are, the rest of us should just accept that because they're the good guys. Is that what I'm missing here?
The Constitution points out good guys and bad guys.
That's right. If bad guys aren't allowed, the good guys decide who the bad guys are. And once the good guys decide that you're a bad guy, you lose your rights. Now I'm getting it. I think, well, it was a tough weekend. So maybe I was just a little scattered.
You were just sitting there waiting for the power to go out.
I was like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, don't Republicans believe in concealed carry? And didn't we just have a big thing about churches and whether or not? Remember Music Midtown? They dissolved rather than allow people because the Republicans said, I have a right to bring my gun, but not in this situation. Interesting. You had to see that interview on CNN where they're showing the thing. And, well, no, he's a...
That's another reason that guy's getting pulled out, probably.
Well, listen, I was saying this last week, and maybe it ends now because it's not becoming politically good but without this, I was saying last week, I know where this is going. They're going to kill a kid.
Yep.
There's a Secoria Turner out there somewhere in Minneapolis, and they're going to kill a kid. And when they do that, it's not going to matter. And, you just can't.
They've detained kids and separated kids.
Yeah, but I mean, that's different than the Secoria Turner thing. And then when they do that, we will have an example over the last few years of a progressive militia killing a kid, an innocent child, and a conservative militia. Because I believe this is a militia. I believe that this is a militia that is loyal to Donald Trump, not the Constitution of the United States. By the way, ICE alone, this was the Border Patrol with this latest shooting, but ICE alone, $85 billion budget.
Great.
$85 billion. Alex Williams sees police activity on 85 in Gwinnett.
Yeah, watching the flashing lights right now, Eric, blocking the I-85 southbound exit ramp to Indian Trail Road. The through lanes of 85 are open, but you're still seeing delays with that police activity, and you're driving into the bright sunshine, so the brake lights start just before Beaver Ruin Road. No issues northbound as you leave 285 up to Highway 316, 400 northbound, smooth sailing into Sandy Springs, Roswell, and Alpharetta. And 75 northbound, I like what I see there through Marietta, Kennesaw, and Ackworth. Nothing to slow you down. 575 northbound, you're off to the races, leaving I-75 up into Holly Springs and Canton. Next report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
On air,
Online,
on the app,
where you get your news.
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB radio app now and maybe win $1,000. Oh my God!
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
I just won $1,000.
Just enter the word at WSBRadio.com or on the WSB radio app.
Your next chance to win is tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Here's your retirement to-do list. Analyze market history, track interest rates, understand AI's impact, watch midterm election volatility, plan out income, manage tax rates, evaluate healthcare, and time Social Security correctly. Sound exhausting? Well, you could just work with Capital Investment Advisors and let our team handle all of it for you. If you're nearing retirement, don't manage all these decisions alone. Visit yourwealth.com. That's Y-O-U-R, wealth.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code QUICK25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code QUICK25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code QUICK25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Looking out your window and see a different name? Don't worry, we're still the same.
It's Ted and Jonathan. North Georgia Replacement Windows is now NG Windows. It's a positive change because the only thing changing is our name. We've been the local owners for over 20 years and plan to keep it that way.
NG Windows. Shorter name, still committed to serving you Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows.
Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
All Americans should do what they can to prepare for the future. Donald Trump Jr. here with an important message. More and more Americans are looking for ways to diversify their hard-earned money, and gold is the perfect solution. For example, a gold IRA from my trusted friends at the Birch Gold Group lets you diversify your IRA or 401k into physical gold with zero taxes and zero penalties. You stay in control with a tangible asset that's held value for thousands of years. And right now, Birch Gold is offering a free info kit to help you understand how it works. Just text the word SECURE, SECURE, to 989898. There's no pressure, no obligation, just the facts. You can't predict the future, but you can be prepared, but only if you educate yourself. So take that first step right now. Text SECURE to the number 989898 today. That's SECURE to 989898.
Start the year off stress-free and sell your home with Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Selling your home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make, so who you work with matters. With more than 14,000 five-star reviews, you can trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. If you're over 55 and with one of the big three carriers, like Verizon, you may notice they don't talk much about their 55-plus discounts. That's so customers like you keep paying their regular higher rates to boost their bottom line. You deserve better service. With 100% US-based experts, better value, with plans starting at $20, and a company that's built for people 50-plus, like me. Not convinced? Give your current carrier a call, ask about the 55-plus plan you've earned, see how long it takes to get a real person on the line, and if they try to talk you out of it. But if you want something better, call Consumer Cellular. We've got the same great coverage, and our US-based experts can get you switched in about 20 minutes. Switch now to Consumer Cellular and get your second month free for a limited time. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com for your second month free.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Someone could try to explain it to me, but I don't think anybody ever could. How Shedeur Sanders made the Pro Bowl?
So
he's like maybe the 20th best, 22nd?
Yeah,
he was in the bottom three.
Yeah, he's not great. Not a great player.
But he's okay. Now people had so first of all, Drake May, he can't do it.
Correct.
I imagine Sam Darnold was that's the NFC. It's just on the AFC side. Drake May can't do it. He's in the Super Bowl.
Your starter is going to be Josh Allen. Justin Herbert's going to be your backup. Drake May can't do it, so then they put Shedeur in, and it says here.
Did they invite Lamar Jackson?
I think Lamar and Trevor Lawrence both declined here, is what it says.
They
here.
must have. They had to be. But even then, once you there's what about Joe Burrow? Is he hurt again?
I think he's still banged up.
Don't you get named? Whether you accept it or not, don't you get named?
You get named, yeah, because obviously they don't take it away from you can't say, oh, well, you guys are in the Super Bowl, so you can't be Pro Bowlers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then if you can't play, then there are alternates who come in.
But
how does Shedeur Sanders get up there? Let me ask you a question before you tell me how Shedeur Sanders is in the Pro Bowl. Let's say you have one game, not a season, one game, and you have to win that game in order to be able to play another game. And your choice is for quarterback are Kirk Cousins and Shedeur Sanders.
Kirk Cousins, hands down.
You're not even going to – it's a no-brainer. And Kirk Cousins shouldn't be in the Pro Bowl.
No.
How the hell –
apparently, the Pro Bowl started a couple years ago. There's a fan vote, a player vote, and a coach vote. And people are speculating that he's popular with the players and that he's also popular with the fans. And that's how he jumped up higher than a lot of
popular with defensive players.
Yeah.
Alex Williams is checking the ride on I-20 in Douglasville.
Other than the bright sunshine, Eric, it is a nice ride on I-20 westbound this evening as you travel out of West Atlanta toward Lithia Springs and Douglasville. Not going to see much of a brake light, just tapping it as you pass Thornton Road. And some better news back up in Norcross. That police activity has wrapped up and all lanes are back open on I-85 southbound, exiting to Indian Trail Road. The delays behind it have since cleared. And over into DeKalb County, 20 eastbound, still a smooth shot. Into DeKalb from 285 all the way out to Highway 138 in Conyers. Next report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
When the new year hits, every business could use a little something to stay ahead. A lift, a jump start, an edge, or perhaps a boost. Like the all-new 5-year business boost from Comcast Business. It's the certainty of a price lock for 5 years on qualifying internet bundles. Plus, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment, so your whole team can stay connected at a great rate. And to sweeten the deal, ask about a $500 prepaid card when you add 2 lines of mobile. It's the boost your business deserves. So sign up for the 5-year business boost and get a 5-year price lock on ultra-reliable Wi-Fi. Plus, ask about a $500 prepaid card. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 3/22/26. New customers only. 1-year contract required for guaranteed rate. 5-year pricing applies to monthly service charge excluding taxes and fees. Best Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA Fixed Broadband Experience Report, May 2025.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
You can save big on select varieties of Kroger cheese. 6 to 8 ounce packs are just $1.79 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Howdy do, partner. It's me, the little cowboy in your car radio. Are you looking for a way to bring some adventure to your boring old plate of food? Reach for Texas Pete. For almost 100 years, it's been the trusted hot sauce to liven up eggs, chicken, barbecue, even spaghetti. That's almost as long as I've been with Pepper, my trusty steed. So pick up Texas Pete hot sauce and let flavor run wild. Okay, I'm done. Get me out of this car radio.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, the ice storm may be over, but we are stuck with bitter cold. Brace for dangerously cold conditions tonight.
Actual temperatures tonight down into the low teens, and that's inside the perimeter. Our outer suburbs may get down to the single digits.
So you'll need to keep your faucets dripping once again, and don't forget about your pets.
A key thing to know about pets, I know they have a fur coat, but this is still too cold. They are going to succumb to the conditions.
Right now it's 32 degrees in Atlanta. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Firefighters in Forest Park battle a large house fire in bitter cold conditions.
Crews say the fire spread quickly in the home off Dunwoody Drive.
When crews got there, the house was essentially engulfed in flames.
Forest Park Public Information Officer Javon Anthony Lloyd says 6 people were inside the house at the time of the fire.
We did have 2 injuries. They were transported to a local hospital. though. But again, crews were able to get the fire under control.
He says the house is completely lost and they are still working to find what caused the flames. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
A tree comes crashing down into the kitchen of a Sandy Springs home during Sunday's ice storm.
We had a tree that came through a residential structure on the Auden Trail.
Sergeant Leon Milholland with Sandy Springs Police says luckily there are no serious injuries. New developments following the latest ICE shooting in Minneapolis. The top Border Patrol official Gregory Bavino is expected to leave Minneapolis tomorrow. Also, Border Patrol is planning to drop the number of agents in the city this week. President Trump and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz both say they had a productive talk today, with Trump saying the two want to make things better. For Identity Theft Awareness Week, state officials are urging people in Georgia to take precautions to help keep their personal information safe.
It can be as simple as freezing your credit so criminals have a harder time using your information to open new accounts. Sean Conroy with the State Attorney General's Office Consumer Protection Division says ignore those suspicious texts like the ones claiming you owe a Peach Pass fine.
What we try to tell people is do not trust any message coming to you saying that you've won a prize, that you are going to be arrested because you missed jury duty.
He also encourages taxpayers to set up a PIN to safeguard their IRS information as tax scams pick up this time of year. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
Food delivery robots are on the minds of Georgia lawmakers.
You've probably seen them rolling around Atlanta's sidewalks. Delivery robots are all over, and State Representative Todd Jones says his legislation would make them more efficient and more safe by requiring an audible signal at all times.
We want to make sure no matter if it's approaching or not approaching, that signal is on. We also want to make sure it's getting across the crosswalk, especially on 4-lane and 6-lane highways, fast enough so we're not impeding traffic.
The legislation caps the speed for the robots at 20 miles per hour and sets a 7-mile-per-hour limit on sidewalks and crosswalks. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta police are trying to identify suspects involved in a shooting last month that killed an unborn baby. The shooting happened on December 20th on the I-285 southbound ramp at Cascade Road. Police say a 21-year-old man and a pregnant 18-year-old woman were shot. They both survived, but the woman's baby died. We posted photos of the suspects on our website and the WSB radio app. Anyone with information should contact Atlanta police. A Cobb County teacher uses a well-known life-saving technique on a choking teenager.
Not all heroes wear capes, and some draw up lesson plans.
A young man came up to me. He did all the right things. He made the universal sign for choking, and I asked him, "Are you okay?" He shook his head no.
McClure Middle School English teacher Valerie Hodge says she didn't think, just acted, giving 7th grader Dalton Tomberlin the Heimlich maneuver. He says she saved his life when a piece of burger ejected.
I had hope. I was like, okay, I'm going to survive.
Courtney Tomberlin says she'll never be able to thank Hodge enough.
A situation like that can turn tragic in a second, and I'm grateful that she was there. She took care of my son, and he was able to come home.
Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams.
Better news in Norcross, Bill. That earlier police activity is all cleared up. 85 southbound on the exit ramp to Indian Trail Road, so everything back open there. And if you're traveling on the I-75 ride up toward Marietta, Kennesaw, and Ackworth, that is looking good. Don't forget, the express lanes are pointed northbound, but luckily no big need for those today, so you can save yourselves the money. And no issues 575 northbound as you make that ride up into Woodstock. Next report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Arctic air continues to move into the metro region for tonight. Temperatures dropping down to the low teens, and that's inside the perimeter. Some of our suburbs may reach the single digits. Enough of a breeze for the wind chills to be close to 0 for tomorrow morning. Sunshine tomorrow afternoon, but not warming up at all with a high of 39. A mix of sun and clouds Wednesday, morning lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the low 40s. Clouds rolling in for Thursday and Friday, but staying dry. Morning lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the low 40s.
Right now it's 28 in Johns Creek, 27 in Hiram, and 29 in Palmetto. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That's right, Caiaccio. The first hour 4 of the week of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Was that you who said wow? Was that you? Was that you?
Who's you?
You.
I said, I do the backup vocals when you say right now. I go, right now.
Oh, I like it. So we're in harmony. We're harmonizing.
That's what I was trying to do. Yes.
Yes. Well, if you would have let me know, then I would have played into it. Let's do it over again. Hour 4 of the first hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine of the week begins right now. I like it.
It's not harmony. It's more of an echo.
Yeah, you're right about that. It's not really harmony.
Sure.
You would have to go one register higher than me or lower than me and say it at the same time if it was harmony.
We could workshop
I was just bringing back your old speaking style. You used to say, right now.
Yeah, I pulled it back.
Man or something.
I'm pulling back on the bells and whistles.
Can't we have some bells? We got a bell right here.
There it is. There's
what
your
about
bell.
wheels?
There's a, here we go. Bell. Whistle. One more time. Bell. Whistle.
I'm waiting for you to say whistle.
No, I say it after. See, I go.
No, you don't. You say bell.
No, I don't. I go
ding.
Bell.
No,
Bell.
no, you don't.
That's not the way I did it, is it?
Yes, you went bell,
ding,
whistle.
and then I'm waiting for whistle.
Well, we got to work this
try
out.
again.
Hey, folks, I'm sorry. We got to work this out. We did not do any rehearsal on
Should we
this.
have a post-show meeting?
I think, well, no, it's not worth that.
How about a poll?
We'll rehearse.
Yes.
We'll block. Do some blocking.
I think that would be better for the audience. You know, they tune in. I think they expect a professional operation going on where people have practiced.
Expect the show to be tight.
rehearsals. They expect the show to be tight, not loose. Nobody wants to tune into a show that's loose. They want to know
nice
that
tight show.
Tight show.
Is the station going to give you any money for the wheel you gave them?
Did I give them a wheel?
Well, you have a little one out there that. What do you,
Well, I think they just don't use them.
okay.
Someone put the wheels in my office, and the
Both
wheels,
wheels?
both wheels. I'm taking them both.
Good. I like that because I don't like how they did you with that
Yeah.
other wheel.
Yeah, well, they
It's
tried
like,
that.
oh, this garbage. We need it now. It's mine.
I know, but then they never used it. So now I'm not using it. So it's completely discarded. We have two wheels, spinning
that one wheel
wheels.
sounded so good.
Yeah, well, it's going to be in there. And then the wheels in my mind can go round and round until I figure out a reason to bring them back somehow.
I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round.
Spin round and round. I'm just sitting here watching the wheels spin because these are spinny wheels.
That'll be the show prep during our pre-show meeting. We'll go in there. We'll spin both wheels. There'll be 2 topics on each wheel.
Yeah.
And that's where we open each show every day.
Oh, so you're saying is get that out of the way, like those Academy Awards that nobody cares about.
Exactly.
And they
yes.
just tell you, oh, hey, going to a commercial.
Daytime Emmys.
Yeah, no, those are a completely different show.
I know. I'm saying it's the same thing. It's like nobody cares about daytime Emmys.
Right, yeah.
It was always Ellen until it wasn't Ellen.
Yep.
Well, apparently Ellen tried to come out and say something about some of this politics that's going on. And people hate Ellen so much that it was,
we don't need you.
Yeah, we don't think he should have been shot either, but shut up, Ellen. We don't want to hear
phonies.
from you, Ellen.
Look,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
the
be
thing. She's just so
authentic and be
disingenuous.
Yeah, you can be authentic and the biggest jerk, and I think you get more of a pass than if somebody thinks you're a phony. So especially if you're pretending to be nice when you're not.
Was that one completely resolved? She's just not nice as a person, or was she just real? Well, there's two things that can happen. Never on that level, mind you, but I know what it's like to have your name on a show and people coming to you, and it's kind of on you. And I've seen that make a lot of people in radio, anyway, in my career, turn into just really, really big D-bags because they're afraid. They're afraid that they're going to lose the show, and that fear turns them into jerks. Is it possible that's what happened to Ellen, or was she a terrible person before she even got this show? I don't know.
Didn't she go out with good ratings?
Probably because she told people it was her last few shows, right? So people wanted to tune in to see.
I thought the scandal happened, and Autumn, you've been very much against Ellen for a while. Didn't the scandal happen after her show ended?
No, it was before. It was also, it wasn't just like people that worked with her. It was people that had to interact with her from all types of different capacities, like from celebrities to mediums, like C-list celebrities, to baristas, to like people that just like worked for her, worked around her. Like everybody talked about how rude and horrible she was to other people, to themselves.
But why for so long did this not? You take something like who's the guy who got in so much trouble? The movie producer,
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, like Somebody did a joke about it at an Oscars like 10 years earlier. Like people knew there was just nothing actionable on it. I never heard anything about Ellen being a jerk until it all broke. Well,
no, I told you before, and you said that's stupid. Like that's not true.
I thought that you were, reading like justjared.com or something, and just
Just
you
Jared?
do like to jump on these. Oh, we don't like this celebrity right now thing. I have noticed that.
I don't.
You will. Oh, there are certain celebrities.
Like who?
Once it turns on them, you will go with it.
If you're referring, the only thing I can think of is
Travis
Drake.
Scott.
Who is Travis Scott?
I mean, who is Travis Scott?
Travis
Travis Scott. Travis Scott had the show in Houston. Some people died.
Astroworld, yeah.
And I remember bringing it up, and you're like, "No, he was bad. He did it wrong." Then I was like, "Oh, she really read about this a lot."
Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, there were things during that show that were crazy. That
No, I know, but
Yeah.
you tend to. You will. I'm not saying this is a negative. I mean, it's just.
No, I feel like
you will take a side in a celebrity spat.
I will,
Yes.
but not because I'm just choosing one. I look
Well,
into it and disagree or agree.
She flips a coin.
But a lot of people will go, "Who cares? They're celebrities."
Oh, I
Like-
don't
like-
care, but we
right.
also have a show where we talk about
Yes,
stuff.
I know. But it seems like it's just something to I remember bringing up the Travis Scott thing, and you're like, "Oh, don't make a fool out of yourself, Eric." He's responsible. These lives are on
That's
his hands.
crazy that you remember that because I really have barely a recollection of caring.
And the Ellen thing. Early on, you were like, "Oh, she's a jerk."
Yeah.
And
But the thing was that like I had read some things about it from people who have like no stakes,
right.
And
Like somebody
you-
just met her or something and just
and then you had said like that wasn't true categorically because you just saw her dancing on a show.
Well, no, I don't. I never watched
And so then
her
I take more of a
stupid show.
stance because
I never watched her stupid show, but
No,
I
of
did know
course
this.
not, but we all knew
she
that she
had this
danced.
idea, and didn't she
And
give
she
Holmes
did.
away for a
Sure,
while?
she's
Didn't
dancing.
she? Yeah.
she's so fun.
She can't be mean.
Yeah.
Look at her dance.
So I guess the point is, as you've pointed out, Greg, it's if you are a jerk, as long as you're an honest jerk, a transparent jerk, you show the world that you're a jerk, people are okay with it.
Like Letterman.
Yeah, Letterman's kind of a jerk.
He was a jerk to a lot of his staff, and
Yeah, and
but he acted that way on the show too.
Right, and quite often people who he was being interviewed, like, didn't Cher call him an a-hole?
Yeah.
Like, so
well, he
it
said,
was,
"Why haven't you ever been on my show?" She goes,
Because
"I
you're-
always thought you were kind of an a-hole."
Yeah.
But yeah, Greg, you're right. As long as you can sort of feel some authenticity from that person, whether it's negative or positive, at least it's real, and then you can move on from there. But when it's like, when it leaves you like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think she's right. I mean, sometimes people make assumptions based on how people act, and you can say this person like Rosie O'Donnell, right?
Yeah,
big
right,
fat pig.
Yeah. Hey, whoa, wait
she
a
left
minute.
the country.
Easy.
She took her big fat pig body over to Ireland, and now she wants to
But
come
isn't that
back.
the thing with
hold on.
Trump?
Hold on.
It's-
What you're saying is that if people are okay.
Yeah.
If you act like a jerk and
Well,
you own it.
if you are who you are, which I am 100%,
That's what was refreshing. People were so tired of politicians being slimy. Then when Trump came, I was like, "Well, wow."
He tells it as it is.
Right, and now you've got almost 12 years of honesty from him.
I don't know if I can take much more of this winning and honesty. I'm gonna
They
say
go hand in hand.
I love you too.
But then so many of his things are disingenuous because he doesn't really know what he's talking about because he's in a position where he has to sort of fake it a little bit that he actually knows what's going on.
I know everything.
100%.
He knows everything's
I think
going on.
there's no scheming. I
Yeah.
don't think there's any scheming with him. It's just happening in real time.
That's right.
I do
It's just
too.
pouring
Yeah.
out
I
of his
think it's
mouth.
Stephen Miller, but that's me.
I flip a coin.
There's a lot of scheming that goes around him, but I don't think he's scheming.
I think Stephen Miller is Rasputin and Caligula all mixed up together.
What if
and
I fired him tomorrow?
then things would be mildly better.
Okay.
I would be happy if you
I will
fired him.
think about it.
I think Melania's
I'll
called the
think
shots.
about it. No, Melania.
No, but we'll lock up Jerome Powell and fire him.
Yeah,
first. Let's do
yeah,
that.
but
Well,
that's
look
not going
at
to
him. He
happen.
looks like a weirdo.
He's not going to be able to lock up Jerome
Lock
Powell.
him up.
They got nothing on him.
Trump jail.
They got nothing. It's all bluster. It's all meant to make you afraid to challenge. That's what it is. And either you are or not. I mean, I think about this a lot. Like when because I don't want the show. I've said this a million times. I'm not going to bore people again. I don't want the show to become like that. I think what I think. But I do. You do wonder at what point will this administration just start pointing to people who are criticizing them and saying that amounts to domestic terrorism?
Absolutely.
How far away are we from that?
we're doing it on a small scale in the street.
Yeah, no, I know. But I mean, at some point, when does it become just, you know what, Trump knows what's right for this country, and for anybody who challenges that or criticizes that is trying to stop Trump from making it a better country, which means that you're a terrorist, you're a domestic, and what I don't trust.
What do we do?
I think we're already there almost.
I don't. I'm like, what? What do I do?
Make AI videos all night.
Yeah,
exactly. Keep crocheting, just crochet.
But when people
crochet
say
your life
watch
away.
Below
just
Deck.
crochet a below deck, like
yes, I'm rewatching Below Deck just to keep my sanity.
Don't think about it. Just do your thing.
That's right. It'll be all right. Everything will be all right.
Watch sports ball.
We're witnessing the greatest president in the history of the United States,
That's
guys.
right.
And that can
Thank
hurt.
you.
Sometimes that's just a lot to look at, Too bright for the eyes.
Like the sun.
You don't want to look straight into the sun.
you know.
Not like he did when
it hurts.
They told him not
Well,
to. look into the sun.
I'm a god, so I can look at it.
Yes.
I need these glasses.
There's a lot of problems, but none as big as Stephen Miller. If you can get him out of there, at least you've done something. Alex Williams says the ride is looking great through downtown.
Yeah, not often we can say that at just after 6 o'clock on a Monday evening, Eric, but that's what I'm looking at with everybody heeding the warning to stay home. Looking good, just fine through downtown. 85 southbound, no delays, leaving Georgia 400 down to I-20. Same story northbound. That's a delay-free ride. 75-85 north Langford Parkway up into Midtown. Traffic brought to you by Pizza Hut. Here's a game day tip. Order Pizza Hut before the first hut. And right now, the Big New Yorker is just $10. The biggest pizza for the biggest games, only at Pizza Hut. Next report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
On air,
online,
on the app,
where you get your news,
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB radio app now and maybe win $1,000. Oh my God!
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
I just won $1,000.
Just enter the word at WSBRadio.com or on the WSB radio app.
Your next chance to win is tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Have you noticed how most home improvement companies offer a discount? Get $500 off your roof or siding. Buy 4 windows, get the 5th one free. Or buy today, this deal expires tomorrow. You know, those discounts. Hi, this is Candace from Exovations, and have I got a tip for you? Those aren't really discounts. It's just their normal price, but set in a way that makes you think you're getting a deal. Plus, a whole lot of pressure to buy right then and right there. At Exovations, we give you a fair price for your siding, windows, and roofing projects. No high-pressure sales tactics, no phony discounts. Plus, our prices are firm for the project we quote. None of that, oh, our material and labor went up during the project kind of scenarios. Discover what stress-free remodeling looks like and schedule your free quote today at exovations.com. That's EXOVATIONS.com.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. George Stein has been a personal and professional friend for decades. He literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. I trust him, and you can too. GeorgeStein.com.
Elevate your sleep experience with an adjustable bed and make everyday activities like reading, watching TV, and working in bed more comfortable. At the Original Mattress Factory, we know not all adjustable beds are created equal. You want one that has the features you actually need, like anti-snore and zero-gravity positions. We offer high-quality adjustable bases paired with a hand-built mattress, all at a factory direct value. And we have product in stock and ready when you are. Visit an OMF location to elevate your sleep experience today.
Finding excuses to not do your taxes? Well, you can start today and file for free with TurboTax on Intuit Credit Karma. Just file on your own in the Credit Karma app by February 28th and you'll pay $0. Start filing for free today. Offer only for those who didn't file with TurboTax last year.
Well, I can't figure this out. When they used to tell you to drip your faucets, it was easier because everybody had the old-fashioned, like, hot, cold. And you'd turn it one, and okay, it's dripping. But now mine are always like percentages, that lever that goes back and, kind of.
the single lever.
So there's no drip.
You just got to tap, tap, tap.
I'm
You don't need
telling
a drip, though. Do you not listen to Christina? Needs a pencil stream. It needs to be a pencil stream.
Okay, well, that's basically what I had.
Yeah, you're doing it
I
right.
thought it was supposed to drip.
That's a lot.
No.
That's a lot of water for 10
That's too
hours.
much water.
It is, but the drip's not going to do it. It's not going to cut it.
I think it will.
Well, I swear there, drip. Seinfeld bit.
See,
Why does it have to drip?
He didn't do the drip drip.
That's what it was. He
Jerry.
didn't do the drip drip.
It's a whole episode right there.
It is.
Oh, you got to do the drip drip.
Well, here's now who was just telling me you have to do one on every floor.
That's what Dave Baker told me.
I have major pipes that are kind of
That
on
was
the
a prank.
kind of on the outside, not on the outside.
How gullible you are.
On the edge of the house, but it's also buried, so it's basically in the basement. So
you have to dig it up.
It's up against the earth, right?
Yeah.
So I figure those are the main water lines. If I turn on any faucet in the house, those water lines have to be open because it's the main water. Why would I have to go upstairs and the one downstairs and the one?
Yeah, I think you're fine.
I do too.
I'll
find out.
So. Because once it's in the house, the pipes are warmer, so they're not going to freeze.
So
when
what
it's
I
the
was
walls.
what I was reading about was if you have a bathroom or I guess any kind of
I do
sink
have it. You're
that-
right. Hold on. Listen
What
up.
if you don't?
Wait a minute.
If you have one that's
You don't have to worry about it, Tim.
Thank you.
if you have a bathroom or any kind of sink that's on the outside of the house that could be exposed, I guess the pipes would be closer to the outside elements.
Right.
Then you need to have that sink or faucet going as well.
Okay, on the out, so you'd have a. I don't understand.
No. So the pipes. Follow me here. So if you
So
look,
you're going outside to go to the bathroom?
no.
If you have a sink and it's outside.
If you have
Yeah.
a sink,
So
in
the outside sink.
If you have
It's
a sink
frozen.
in the inside of your house,
Yeah.
and it happens to be up against like a wall that
Right.
would be going to the
And that's what I'm
outside.
saying. My main pipes are that.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I've lived there for 25 years.
Oh, boy.
Oh no.
Also, you all are acting like it's negative 35 degrees there. What is it right now? 28 degrees?
No, it's going to
With
go
the
down.
feels
I think it's.
like-
I think
Gonna be
it's
in the teens
I think it's
tonight.
going down
Yeah.
to 14 tonight.
All right.
That's certainly cold.
You'll be okay.
We're 7 degrees
Hey,
here.
don't give me that New York City crap. I grew up in Western New York.
No,
all right? Don't
that's
give
Greg,
me your,
that's Greg's
I'm not
invitation.
giving you
Right
anything.
there. You're offering the plumbing.
That was a very you're going to be fine.
If
Yeah,
our
we feel
pipes
like
burst,
two right now.
Greg
2
will be there.
degrees. How about that?
You got
that.
how much snow did you get in the city?
It was over a foot, but then it turned to sleet, so it kind of washed a lot of it
There you
away.
go.
It didn't, but then it made a mess too. I think Autumn brought this up earlier. The sleet made these like frozen ice balls.
I just
ice
said
Yeah,
mounds.
our stuff is like if it snowed and then they poured like a varnish over it.
Yeah.
It's just all
Yeah,
stuck
you
here
just
now.
Took out the hose, covered all the snow and water,
It's kind of fun.
left it out to freeze.
I'm just looking through the window.
I don't
here.
have to go anywhere, though.
I got distracted, and I noticed that Shelley Winter is watching old George Carlin clips. He's going to be ready to go when he hits at 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's
If
good.
he's watching old Carlin clips, he's going to bring that humor and anger to the airwaves. 7:06.
When can I show Blazing Saddles to my kids?
Now.
I wouldn't. I never liked Blazing Saddles.
Well, that's not the point.
never
I
been-
like it, and I feel like the kids might like it.
How old are they?
8 and 12. Or
9 and 11.
Okay, when I was 11, I was watching The Shining, so go ahead. And Buddy Hackett stand-up specials.
Yeah, I'd say Ellie definitely is old enough for it.
Yeah.
For Blazing Saddles.
It's a lot
Travis
of
would
N-word.
disapprove.
That's a lot of N-word
I know.
for an 11-year-old
But
to
they
be
would
able to
like
be
it.
able to,
I think,
you
I
know.
think Ellie, especially she could handle it.
And farting.
I don't think Pete could handle it.
No, he's too young.
When you say handle it, you think that your 11-year-old would, within context, understand the humor and
Yeah.
and everything, and that it's all right.
Where society was at the time and how using that word was actually, going
Liberating.
against the use. The word.
I mean,
I mean, Richard Pryor wrote
wonder.
that movie, didn't he? Or
He
had-
wrote some of it, yeah.
We watched the Bo Burnham Inside, and she loved that.
Oh, that guy annoys me.
Oh no, it's that
He's
whatever
gotten
it
to the
is
point
so
where
great.
I think he's almost nuts. He's thought about this too much. He's he's thought about himself and being that kind of person on the internet and what people like that are doing, and then it just seems like he starts talking and I get nervous. I've watched a few things.
Yeah, his
and
interviews are kind of like anxiety feeling.
yes, he
you
feels
know?
like he helped ruin the country or something.
But the documentary, what is it called? The comedy special, I guess.
Yes.
Is so good.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Let Pete watch Eddie Murphy Raw.
Yeah, there
Okay.
you go. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Just don't tell your ex-husband. I don't think it's
No,
going
he
to go
wouldn't
over
like
well.
it.
Yeah, this is best to keep this as a mommy-kid secret.
Yes.
That's bad, though. I think I'm not supposed to tell him to
I
keep
think you're not supposed to tell your children to keep secrets.
Well,
Not
in
gonna-
this case, it's okay.
Alex Williams says it's a great ride on 285.
Love what I'm seeing out there, Eric. 285 eastbound, the Interloop speed limit ride from Georgia 400 in Sandy Springs over to I-85 in Doraville. That good ride continues southbound into Tucker and Clarkston. 285 westbound, the outer loop, also a clean shot from Georgia 400 over to I-75 and Truist Park. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes. I'm Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
The most successful Metro Atlanta home builders and contractors all share a special secret. Randall Brothers is the preferred building partner trusted by pros, delivering expert guidance, quality materials, and accurate delivery. Randall Brothers will keep your project on time and on budget while providing the widest selection of materials in the city. Dave Baker here for Randall Brothers. Widest selection, industry expertise, accurate, no-hassle deliveries. RandallBrothers.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-2798.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Are you worried about high blood pressure? Have you tried to lower your numbers with little success? You may be eligible for a clinical research study evaluating the impact of an investigational blood pressure procedure. If you are an adult and have high blood pressure or are taking medications to manage high blood pressure, you may qualify for this study, which is expected to last at least 4 years. Call 404-605-3118 and ask whether you may be eligible for the Spiral Gemini Pilot Study, located at the Piedmont Research Institute in Atlanta at 95 Collier Road, Suite 3010. That's 404-605-3118. Caution: hepatic denervation is limited by law to clinical investigation in all geographies. The generator and catheter used in the Gemini study for hepatic denervation are not approved for sale or use in the U.S. or any other country.
The winds of change are blowing. Hi, it's meteorologist Glenn Burns. I'm not forecasting the weather. I'm just reporting North Georgia Replacement Windows has changed their name to NG Windows. They installed my beautiful Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows, and now I enjoy more daylight and bigger views. Window and door shopping made simple at ngwindows.com.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story: fallout from the latest ICE shooting in Minneapolis. Top Border Patrol official Gregory Bavino is expected to leave tomorrow, and Border Patrol is planning to reduce the number of agents in the city this week. White House correspondent Karen Travers reports the Trump administration's border czar, Tom Homan, will now manage ICE operations in Minnesota.
The president writing on social media that Homan, quote,
quote, has not been involved in that area but knows and likes many of the people there. The president goes on to call Homan tough but fair and says he'll report directly to him. This comes after the president told the Wall Street Journal his administration is looking into the fatal shooting of Alex Preddy, saying they're reviewing everything and will, quote, come out with a determination.
President Trump says he had a good call with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz today, and both men say they want to make it better. It is 31 degrees in Atlanta. No let up from the Arctic cold. How far does the temperature plunge tonight, and any chance for a warm-up this week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. The heavy ice and winds from this weekend's winter storm may have damaged trees on your property, and now is the time to get them checked out.
Putting off a risk assessment for any damaged trees could be costly in the long run. Dave Long with the Georgia Forestry Commission says it all depends on what's below any large branches.
You want to start looking wherever that target is the most valuable. So anywhere where those branches could hit people or valuable property.
He recommends having trees on your property inspected every couple years prior to any damaging weather events. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
New this half hour, a wanted fugitive is arrested in Lithonia by the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office Fugitive Unit. Brandon Walker is wanted by Duluth Police on charges of statutory rape, child molestation by electronic device, enticing a child for indecent purposes, and creating or possessing a visual medium depicting a minor engaged in sexually explicit conduct. He is now currently in the Gwinnett County Jail. The boom of data centers means water providers across metro Atlanta are dealing with increased demand.
Millions of gallons of water is what it can take to cool the average data center. Cole Blackwell, general manager of the Cobb County Marietta Water Authority, says that can be a serious strain on a limited supply.
At least we forget that the big drought of 2007, where folks were praying on the steps of the Capitol because Lake Lanier was quickly going dry.
The problem is also on the minds of state lawmakers. A bipartisan bill under the Gold Dome would require data center companies publicly disclose the energy needs and demands of the individual facilities. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
State lawmakers consider a bill that would set new rules on food delivery robots in Atlanta. State Representative Todd Jones says it requires the robots emit a sound at all times so people know they're coming, and it sets a 7-mile-per-hour speed limit on sidewalks and crosswalks.
As much as everyone thinks it's cool that they're getting their food delivered vis-a-vis a robot, the fact is they don't want their traffic to be impeded. So we want to get those across the crosswalk.
Also, the bill caps the robot's overall max speed at 20 miles per hour. The actor known for playing football player Michael Orr in The Blind Side is hospitalized in Atlanta.
What about Collins and Mr. Tui?
Fine, they can be on the team too. Are you going to protect the family, Michael?
Yes, ma'am.
According to a GoFundMe campaign, Quentin Aaron was put on life support due to a severe blood infection, but has opened his eyes and now has some feeling in his foot. The fundraiser has collected more than $11,000 in donations so far. A big change takes place tomorrow for the second biggest carrier at Hartsfield-Jackson Airport.
In an effort to increase profits and be more in line with Delta, United, and other carriers, for the first time ever, Southwest Airlines will be assigning seats to passengers, ending its decades-long open seating system that allowed its planes to spend less time on the ground, more time in the air. It's also implementing an 8-group boarding structure, a much more orderly system than a find-your-own-seat rush. Customers will also have the option to pay for preferred seats, including ones with more legroom or ones near the exit. I'm Bloomberg's Tom Busby for 95.5 WSB.
It's now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, checking that ride to the northern suburbs. Still a smooth commute, 75 northbound from the Truist Park region as you head up into Kennesaw and Ackworth. Express lanes are open, but no need for them as everything's moving just fine. 400 northbound. That's a good ride through Sandy Springs, Roswell, and then to Alpharetta. Some trouble off to the right, 85 southbound, just south of Jimmy Carter Boulevard, but it's not slowing you down as you approach 285. Only 9 minutes northbound on 85 north from 285 up to Highway 316 in Duluth. Next report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Arctic air continues to move into the metro region for tonight. Temperatures dropping down to the low teens, and that's inside the perimeter. Some of our suburbs may reach the single digits. Enough of a breeze for the wind chills to be close to zero for tomorrow morning. Sunshine cooling tomorrow afternoon, but not warming up at all with a high of 39. A mix of sun and clouds Wednesday, morning lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the low 40s. Clouds rolling in for Thursday and Friday, but staying dry. Morning lows in the 20s, daytime highs in the low 40s.
Right now, 28 in Noonan, 30 in Midtown Atlanta, 26 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
The all-new Chico Cantina is Brookhaven's go-to for modern Mexican. Crafted by the award-winning Chef Mimo. Whether you're brunching weekends from 10 to 4 or enjoying happy hour 3 to 6 Monday through Friday, Chico serves up good vibes, fresh ingredients, and unforgettable cocktails. It's no wonder OpenTable.com diners call it one of Atlanta's best. For date night, group hangs, or just tacos and tequila, Chico Cantina in Brookhaven is calling. Book now on OpenTable.com and see what the buzz is all about.
It's the new year, the dawn of a new age. The year you get with the times and get with the program. No, not joining a gym. Upgrading your garage door. While you've been trying some crazy diet where you only eat kumquats, we've been bringing 21st century technology to the humble garage door. But your grumpy old Brady Bunch reject still runs on kerosene and looks like the door to a warehouse. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. MyQ technology lets delivery guys put stuff safely inside when you're away and track your car on the way home to open the door when you get there. Internet connectivity means you're future-proofed, ready for whatever new ideas the garage door nerds come up with. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and I'll send some of my best nerds right over.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Well, according to CNN, I knew it.
Yep.
Whatever happened to my WSB? This is the print CNN. Things, I don't know. Maybe things are going to calm down in Minneapolis. It says here, top border official Gregory Bovino, the one who went on CNN on yesterday, and it's just extraordinary. It's extraordinary to watch. They're showing the video, and he's talking through it like, nope, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. It's stunning. Top Border Patrol official Gregory Bovino and some of his agents are expected to leave Minneapolis tomorrow, sources say. Trump is sending border czar Tom Homan to Minnesota. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey said he spoke with Trump this afternoon, and the president agreed that the present situation cannot continue. Earlier, Trump said he spoke with Governor Walz and said they seem to be on a similar wavelength. So, like I say, I don't believe for a moment that this has anything to do with morality or humanity. But at some point, Trump, who is addicted to ratings and image, whatever, like I said, he doesn't mind being the villain, but he has to be a winning villain. And he's starting to see that this is not. So, for whatever reason, hopefully they can pull the temperature down. And that's fingers crossed. But then again, that's what CNN says. You know, they're all liars.
That's right. They're all libs.
All they do is just,
when are they going to report on the Antifa that got hacked and listed all the names of the agents?
Well, have they report? How did you find out about it?
I heard it on X.
You heard it on X.
Yeah. All the people protesting are just revolutionaries. Yeah, communists.
Hopefully, listen, I just wish for the best for this country. I don't have a whole lot to say about the individual things, to be honest with you. I just, we're supposed to be a shining beacon on a hill, right? Isn't that what Reagan said? We're a shining beacon on a hill. Hopefully we can get back to the top of that hill. Were we ever there? I don't know.
Trying.
I'm getting old.
We'll get there. We'll get there, Eric. Don't worry.
I just want a little comfort, just a little relaxation. Maybe a big news story. I don't know, once every 14 days, not 14 per day.
Sounds good.
Just relax things up. Chill. I guess the word. Can we Netflix and chill? I don't mean in the way that,
You can't even do that anymore because you watch Netflix and you got that guy scaling the building. That's not chilling. That's clenching.
Well, it's chilling in the other way.
Well, you have people
chills,
interrupting
spills,
it.
and thrills. Yeah, people got upset. Did you watch any of that? People didn't like the commentating that went on through it.
I didn't see much of the commentary. I was just watching the clips. My favorite was when he got to the observation floor and all the people inside were taking video of him and he was waving at him. from the outside.
See, my thing
Whoa!
about
Did he pretend like whoa? Just kidding.
Hey, just kidding.
Hey, and then everywhere you look.
As I said earlier, Greg, I know that because you're a big Evel Knievel fan, and daredevils are. That's what I consider this. To me, it's like a daredevil. I know he's a mountain climber, and all
Yeah,
that.
but it's a daredevil.
It's a daredevil at this point. But would you agree with me that they get addicted every time they do one of these things, and so they keep doing them, and so eventually they like Felix Baumgartner. Eventually, they do something, and there's going to be a quarter of a second somewhere that goes the wrong way. Also, Carl Wallenda. Well, here's another one. When I grew up, the Wallendas, they were always doing their tightrope walking, crazy tightrope walking. And then I grew up and stopped paying attention to him. And a few years later, somebody told me, "Yeah, that guy died."
How many were there?
And I said, "How?" I didn't even have to ask how. Wasn't a heart attack. Fell off of a wire.
It does.
The flying Wallendas. I don't know
Knievel-
how many there were. There were many. But
Evel
Carl
Knievel
was
seemed
the dad. Yes.
A bit different because he actually got hurt a lot and he kept doing it.
Who?
Like that Evel Knievel.
Oh yeah,
He broke all the bones after the Caesar's Palace jump, and then the sky cycle seemed like he was just giving into the fact he's probably going to die.
Yeah,
that's what it
Well,
felt.
he was
like.
an alcoholic. They all. I mean, a lot of these are like people that seek out thrill and adrenaline. Usually have like an alcoholism gene in there, and this is how they're compensating.
Well, okay, maybe, but I'll say this. Evel
And that's
Knievel,
why they keep doing it, is because
Right.
it's not really because
Well, again,
I can't wait to get this accolade. It's because like I just keep gotta doing stuff.
Well, I
'Cause
don't
that thing with Brian Baumgartner or whatever,
Felix Baumgartner.
Sorry,
Please.
Brian Baumgartner's from The Office.
The man fell down to earth for you.
He did. He
Get his
jumped. I
name.
like that you said that he jumped from the moon.
Stepped off the moon.
Yeah,
Oh, that
like
was the skydiving guy.
Yeah.
When he died,
Mhm.
he wasn't doing it for
He was just having fun.
Yeah, he was just doing it on his own time.
Yeah, but what he was doing for fun was, like you said, thrill seeking.
Right. And
Yeah.
so like they just do it because they can't stop themselves from doing it. They
There's
love
an
it.
awful video I saw of there was this guy who would climb these buildings himself, and then he would go off the ledge of them and do pull-ups. And he'd
Oh,
set
and
up his
he
camera and
fell.
he'd film
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you could watch his arms give out, like he was tired, and then he couldn't get back up because
Yeah.
his feet couldn't.
He was
grip.
young too, wasn't he? Like 24, something like
Yeah.
that.
Was he doing it on live or was it just a video that he had?
He
of
would
I think they may
post
have
these.
thought
He-
it was live.
Was it
because
live?
he died,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
then nobody posted it after the fact. He was doing it live.
This is one of those crazy huge like buildings in Saudi Arabia or something. It's one of these really, really crazy
Dubai.
high Dubai or one of those.
Yeah. Burj Khalifa.
I mean, and this guy had made a name for himself basically online. And then he's like, you keep doing it. And all of a sudden, one day, the wind isn't exactly going to be the way you thought it was going to be or something. So it's great when they do it. And I like spectacle. But if you keep doing them, eventually one of them is going to get you. And
should tell them the building that he
don't know.
scaled.
Maybe they don't know. But
Those-
Evel Knievel was doing things that was, okay, that was very dangerous and he could have been killed every time. But when you're at the top of a skyscraper, you are not living.
Yeah.
But you let go and you go. There's no living. Evel Knievel obviously was doing something that you could live through because we saw him live through these things.
Can he wear a wingsuit when he's going up in case he falls?
No, because then
and-
it doesn't count. It's
And
not
then
the
you
same.
also wouldn't make it up wearing that
Oh.
suit. I think that you'd want to wear as little clothing as possible.
Oh.
So just underwear.
I believe he had a T-shirt on.
He's naked.
That would be worth watching.
OnlyFans
Oh yeah.
thrill seeking.
Hey, OnlyFans has got to figure out a way to get some live content over there as well.
No, they
Isn't
have
it all live?
They have live content.
I mean, like, you got to figure out a way to get some other kind of content over on their platform.
I always hear about the
rocket. No.
Doesn't always have to be nude.
But it isn't always nude, right? They're always talking about the fact that there's all kinds of other stuff on OnlyFans. I guess nobody
I think
goes there. or what?
primary audience there is for people looking for nudity.
They tried a comedy thing.
that's right.
OLMFAO.
Oh, how'd that go?
I don't think it went well. But
So would you like somebody like in their bedroom would start doing a comedy routine
Hey, you guys,
into the microphone?
No, I think they sponsored kind of like a open mic setup.
Oh, I see.
Everyone just commenting, take it off, take it off, take it
Yeah,
off.
they were
take it
trying
off.
trying to see. I don't even know why. Once you're in the porn game, I mean, it's really endless. You don't really need to diversify. I mean, because porn is like, if you thought about it, everyone could say, well, they've made so much porn, there's no reason to make any more. There's every kind of porn about every kind of situation that you could possibly think about. And you could just shut down the industry now and never have to worry about
AI will
supply.
eliminate it too, because anything you can think of that they don't make porn of that's
Right.
illegal, you can make it yourself. In a couple years, it'll be indistinguishable.
Oh no, we're not going to lose our porn industry as well.
might.
I mean, I can
Well,
handle.
OnlyFans has been the evolution where people can interact with the creator, supposedly.
But you
Quite
can
often
interact
you're
with
writing
AI.
Them, you're talking to some guy. I know, but it's
You
not
think
that
you are.
anyone's actually ever going to meet the person.
Right.
But I think that lives. Even if you know you're not, there's always the guy, if there's a live cam show, who acts as the enforcer.
Yeah.
He assigns himself that role. And if other guys get out of line, he'll put them back in.
Oh, is that part of this too? Like
Yeah.
you got the what do you call that?
The white
Like a
knight.
moderator.
Yeah, I think of it as a hall monitor.
Mod,
but
yeah,
a
but-
mod, right?
But if you're not an official mod, you're white knighting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so those ladies have that in there as well? Like there's somebody and they're going, "Hey, be nice."
Well, if they have
I'm
a
the good
mod,
guy
yeah.
here, yeah.
But
Yeah,
there's
like a regular
Greg's talking
almost.
about the guy who's I paid a lot. Hey, come on, let her do her thing, guys. Settle down. As opposed to the BB show baby, baby show.
Oh, I was at a strip club in L.A. once with a guy like that next to us.
Oh boy.
Like, come on back here, come on, yeah, back, yeah. And he was saying things I can't say on there. Bring that pretty.
Ew.
And I'm like, hey,
That's creepy.
that was
You
a,
see that toilet?
that was a part. Yeah, was part of Ken. Ken Ober was next to me, but it was part of.
Was it Ken Ober doing that?
No. It was like it was a
He
guy.
was-
Strip club.
It was a guy who looked like he looked like the dude on the Keep On Trucking poster. That's the only way I could put big hat, like
nose.
gold tooth.
Did he have food in front of him?
No, he didn't have like that. But that kind
I
of
do,
look
yeah.
with the big hat and the kind of ruined it for Ken Ober and myself. Anybody know who Ken Ober was?
I know.
He was a nice guy. He's dead now, unfortunately. Rest
Wow.
in peace.
He's in the Blues Traveler video.
Yes, he is. But he was also the host of the first show that was not about music.
Yeah, remote
on
control.
MTV, Remote Control, with Colin Quinn and Adam Sandler at the time.
And Kari Wurr.
He was a really good guy when I knew him, but kind of falling apart a little bit. I remember one time I went to a Mexican restaurant with him, and we're just talking about stuff, just casually talking about stuff. And I noticed at one point, because it's before the food got there, he's picked up his fork and he's like itching his scalp with it. He's just talking about it. I don't know. Boy, that's kind of odd. Alex Williams, but he was a great guy. Rest in peace. Alex Williams is watching 285 in DeKalb.
And I like what I see out there, Eric. It's been a lighter commute all day long with everybody out of school and work and jobs are closed today due to the winter weather. 285 southbound, and you are loving that ride out there. No issues leaving I-85 and Tucker all the way down into Clarkston and the I-20 interchange. Making that drive over into Cobb County, 285 westbound, a speed limit commute from Georgia 400 into Sandy Springs, and nothing to slow you down southbound through Smyrna Vinings. Traffic brought to you by Guac On. Big game parties can get complicated. Keep it simple with Guac On, the ready-to-love guacamole made with fresh ingredients, no fillers, no junk, just the good stuff. Guac On, life tastes better when it's easy, now at Publix. Next report in less than 10 minutes. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
When the weather is at its worst,
Dropping all the way down to the teens. On Tuesday morning, wind chills will be in the single digits.
we're at our best.
As the temperatures do drop, ice will begin to accumulate on all surfaces.
Check back throughout your day for the latest details.
There have been over 100,000 customers statewide affected by power outages.
95.5 WSB.
Your severe weather station.
I have a gift for every homeowner in Georgia. Whether you need new windows now or sometime down the road, this message is for you. Hey, it's Ray, founder of Window Comfort. People tell us all the time, Ray, don't waste my time. I already had one of those big national window companies out here. You know the ones. They sit at your kitchen table for 2 hours, and the price is so high it feels like you need a second mortgage. And that's exactly why Window Comfort was built differently. We go factory direct, no franchise fees, no brand tax, no bloated commissions, which means higher quality windows for you at a fraction of the price. Our mission's simple: make high quality windows affordable for everyday homeowners. And right now it's even better. We're doing buy 2 windows, get 2 free. And for a limited time, we're adding free installation and no payments till 2028. You have nothing to lose and everything to save. Go to windowcomfort.com today.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
You know, this is one of those topics that no one really wants to think about, but if you're a parent, a homeowner, married, or helping take care of aging parents, it's something that honestly deserves a little attention. I'm talking about estate planning. And before you tune out thinking it's complicated or expensive, that's actually why I want to mention Trust and Will. Trust and Will makes estate planning feel way less intimidating than it sounds. They offer modern, attorney-designed wills and trusts that you can create online. And the process is surprisingly straightforward. In fact, you can create a will in as little as 30 minutes. That includes things like guardianship for your kids or pets, how your assets are distributed, and even healthcare directives. Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your loved ones with Trust and Will, the most trusted name in online estate planning. Go to trustandwill.com/plan to get 20% off. That's trustandwill.com/plan for 20% off. trustandwill.com/PLAN.
Is your old, rotting, ugly siding a thorn in your side? It's hard to look at. Imagine what your neighbors think. Dave Baker here with your siding solution, Nelson Exteriors. They're a James Hardie Elite Preferred Siding Contractor and the only siding company I recommend. They'll properly install new siding without cutting corners so it lasts longer. Licensed and insured, Nelson Exteriors offers unmatched quality and craftsmanship. Count on Nelson for an extraordinary renovation. Google Nelson Exteriors.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. If you're over 55 and with one of the big three carriers, like Verizon, you may notice they don't talk much about their 55-plus discounts. That's so customers like you keep paying their regular higher rates to boost their bottom line. You deserve better service, with 100% US-based experts, better value, with plans starting at $20, and a company that's built for people 50-plus, like me. Not convinced? Give your current carrier a call, ask about the 55-plus plan you've earned, see how long it takes to get a real person on the line, and if they try to talk you out of it. But if you want something better, call Consumer Cellular. We've got the same great coverage, and our US-based experts can get you switched in about 20 minutes. Switch now to Consumer Cellular and get your second month free for a limited time. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com for your second month free.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
All right, some numbers before we get out of here. You mentioned earlier that you looked it up, and 70% of the stuff on OnlyFans is nudity.
It's adult content, yes.
Adult content, and 30% is not watched.
Yes.
I would imagine. If you looked at the...
That's why they should go
higher.
The views.
They should go into the Netflix
When they break,
game.
yeah, when they break down the people who make the most money, it's like 1% of the people
Yeah.
who are putting the adult content out.
Yes. Well, I mean, you got to have that, and then they're the ones who are making a bunch of money, and then the rest are just doing it for fun, I guess.
Grocery money.
That's right. Another number is, what, 215,000? What did you just
I
say?
just got the alert here from Georgia Power. Power has been restored to more than 214,000 residents here in the state of Georgia, all following Winter Storm Fern.
So that's basically everybody's back up.
Pretty much, yeah. There's still some that don't have power, but
well,
it's
that's always
looking
going to
good.
be the case. I mean, even when weather's fine, there's some people who lose their power.
I think we end the show exactly where we started. It's good that it ended up not being as bad as everybody expected.
Yeah, let's not be. I don't know how you are. I think Greg would be one of these people. They overhyped. I believe in better safe than sorry. Now, when you're
I think it depends. When they shut down the subway system here, they didn't do this time, but in the past, the blizzard's going to be the worst thing ever. We're shutting down all the trains, and then nothing happens.
Okay, but
I
mean, if you look at weather, sometimes, like we escape the worst of it by 20 miles, 30, 40 miles, basically to the north and to the east of us. It seems like that's a kind of a trajectory that can change pretty quickly. I don't know. But I will say, since we're ending where we began, I have no problem better safe than sorry. But when you tune in the middle of it, and they're trying to act like things, we shouldn't have any cars. Hey, no cars on the road, and like
you see multiple cars go by, like, that wasn't a good live shot.
And then it gets desperate. I saw one. I can't remember if it was 2 or one of the other ones, but like they were showing one guy in a Jeep. It's like, well, he probably should have been out there. Like he loses a little bit. Like, he doesn't crash or anything. It's like, oh, here's one guy having trouble.
Do you remember Anderson Cooper during that hurricane? He's in a boat, and he's like, it's horrible here. And then there's 3 people that walk behind him, and it's ankle deep.
That's right.
So I'm going to spin it that way. I think I don't mind better safe than sorry. Once we're in the middle of it, let's not try to create something that's not actually happening. I'm glad. I hope everybody got through it. That's what I'm happy for. I'm happy it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
If they don't have power, they can come to your place, right, Eric?
Call me a domestic terrorist, but I'm happy that it wasn't as bad as it could have been. All right, that music is telling us 2 things. Shut the hell up, get the hell out. You know us. We do what we're told. We're good patriots like that. Shelley Winter is up next with a great radio show for you. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us, but until then, continue on the journey. Don't piss off the genie.